Hello there and welcome to LockDown LAN. I've totally forgotten. One day I will actually start memorizing the number, but lots. Just curious what the patch notes are for. I forgot the name of the game now.
Snowrunner.
Snowrunner. This is Test Realm. Added new map. Rift. Oh, cool. The truck engine will now be automatically turned off if the player is AFK. Fixed all possible truck losses. Oh, that's interesting. It's very unclear because there's Snowrunner patch 5, thanks Daily Star, and then Snowrunner patch 106. I'm a little bit confused about their naming scheme here. I don't think trying to find my patch notes should be that hard. Really, I don't. The problem is it's all talking about previous. Wow, your mouse is noisy. It's all talking about previous patches. Just want the current one, and I just want the current patch notes. Not hey, 3 years ago this patch was. This is the Rift update. I see. Right. Snowrunner Rift. Shouldn't be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard. I know, that's the 11th of June. Oh, so maybe this is just a new area. Oh, I don't know. Let's just go for... I was hoping for a set of patch notes, you see, so I could be like, hey, that'd be great. Huh, Snowrunner Wiki. Patch notes. So there aren't many things that I missed from the Epic Store, but it's very bad at trying to sell me bits of DLC, and it's very bad at giving you news and updates. So what's the date today? It is the 12th of July. So whoever does the Snowrunner patch notes on their wiki has given up doing it. So we're going to have to find this out the old-fashioned way. Jesus Christ, Dora, what are you doing? Stop that. My entire monitor just started to wobble and shake.
Was it because there's a pussycat behind it?
There was a pussycat behind it. Right, I'm booting up the game. I'd be more excited, but it's just a black screen currently. Oh, there we go. Yes, we shall have to do some more balloons as well. Right. So, start co-op. Create a game. Is private.
Privates!
Though I think I'll have to just immediately go to the new area. And apparently I've now got access to, because I bought the season pass, I've now got access to a new truck. Like, oh, I have access to a new truck. Yeah, so Rob was talking. So this, I think they've just added the Rift into Tamir, which is way... So what we started doing at the end of the last LAN is we started to move towards Island Lake. So Island Lake, I think it's Island Lake anyway. No, it wasn't. It was Drummond Island. We started to unlock Drummond Island. But by nature of the map, we have to start taking stuff there from the main map, from Black River. So that was what I was going to do. I was going to get me a truck. Here's my truck. I was going to take through a bunch of stuff to the other map. Sideboard bed. Cool. Let's work out what though, because I don't remember. Yeah, so where the hell's Rob? And he can explain to me what on earth he was talking about with the... I thought the expansion was out. Anyway. Not Island Lake, I've done it again. We are at Drummond Island. Okay, so what have we got? Quests. Mud wrestling. No. Oh, bridges and men, wooden planks. Okay, so I am going to do 2 quests that require delivering 2 wooden planks. So what we'll do is we'll drive it. It's nearly all roads, so that should be good because this truck is... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Why? Why is my...
It's dead, Jim.
I don't think I've plugged my steering wheel in. That'll definitely do it. Yes, that was it.
You unplug it, or did the cat?
Hello. Ha, right.
Hello.
Right.
Back.
Now. I think that's working. And the
Yep.
game's got sound. And my speakers are working. Oh boy. Now I'm assuming somewhere on this level I have a sideboard truck just lying around. Is the only place we can take bricks from this level as well?
Over there at the warehouse?
Yeah. So basically, epic road trip for me, but the chance of me having enough fuel to do this are reasonably small. Wait, is this the vehicle's top speed? No, 3rd gear.
Mission are you going for?
I'm taking wood. I'm taking 4 pallets of wood through to Drummond Island. So I have a road trip. I have a full-on drive. I have a 20-minute drive ahead of me, basically.
Oh.
But it's fine. I say, feel free to join me. Grab a fuel truck. Bring the fuel truck. Like
That's what I'm doing.
The fuel trailer, because obviously if you leave or you disconnect, we lose your vehicle. But if you are dragging actually, what happens if you're dragging one of my fuel containers? And I don't know. Hello, Day Kill Boy Pop 12.
Is there one on the map? Or do I need to buy one?
There's almost definitely one somewhere on this map. No, there's a list of them on the left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There it is.
And the top speed of this vehicle is 21 miles an hour.
E-demon.
Well, yeah. And I'm losing all my speed slowly. So yeah, I was under the impression that the expansion pack was out today. But apparently I've just got a new area called the Rift. So I'm a little bit confused. Apparently there's some World War II, I guess, tanks to retrieve. I don't really know. But we haven't even really properly tackled the first one. So if you came to this stream going, whoa, new expansion, I might have actually been completely wrong on that, and I apologise. It wasn't I wasn't clickbaiting, I was just wrong. Which is different.
Enough, but it is. Clickbaiting is just lying on purpose, isn't it?
Well, is it? I don't know. Lying by accident. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, engaging all-wheel drive, going off-road. I only slightly knackered my suspension, so that's a good start. Probably going to have to stop with my foot flat to the floor approach quite soon, though. And this truck's pretty good. Not as good as the Royal.
That one?
The white Star.
When we fished out?
No, that was the Royal, and that one's awesome. Then we did fish this one out as well. The Royal is awesome.
The seismic sensor on it, because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with it.
The seismic sensor. Yeah, I've not done those quests. It seems.
I saw them in Russia.
Oh, they're in Russia as well, because there's one here on this map. But like,
There is?
I was about to, yeah, in the top right, there's a timed quest. You have to visit 4 locations and measure the vibrations.
Oh, that's why I haven't found it, because I don't do time missions.
Easy money. Yes, we did. We've done loads of them. What are you talking about?
I don't do them on my world.
Oh, okay.
Plus, it helps me.
Now I have two
One
choices.
I did that was just along the way.
I can either take this difficult to get to one, or I can take this easy to get to one. You know what? I'm gonna go with the easy one because I'm smart. I'm impressed, Max, that your clicking on your mouse is loud enough to trigger the microphone every time you click. Like your face is going off, on, off, on.
Oh, sorry. I can move the microphone further away from the mouse.
You would have thought it would have been. Well, I guess it is trying to make sure if you make a little noise. But you thought it would have gone. That's obviously not a noise anybody wants to hear. Let's damp it out. Why do I need this trailer? Okie dokie, now I have a fully laden beast. Although if I was a clever man, I probably would have got an extra long trailer. Look, because they always require a
One
hitch.
right by the exit.
Yeah, but that carries 5, so I'd only get one more.
That's the trailer mounted, or like the regular big truck version, so it only carries 4, but you can carry it behind your truck. The same attachment as like the fuel trailer, or the service trailer.
Which one are you talking about? Which trailer?
Red one right in front of the garage.
Red one. The ramped trailer. They've got names. Is that how you do it at work? Oh, bring me the red truck. No, this is my blue spanner. Does that take 4? I don't know, because all we've ever put on it is other vehicles.
It holds 4.
But if so you're bringing fuel. And then we also need to bring, ideally, concrete slabs and stuff. But I'm just doing the wood because that'll let us unlock the bridges. And then I'm pretty sure it's teleport back, buy a new truck, and drive there again. I'm disappointed Rob lied to me. But the Rift patch, it does seem to have come out very recently. Or the new patch comes out in a few days. I don't know. For all I don't really give a shit about what digital store I use, the Epic Store is quite bad at ancillary information. It's great at what you actually definitely care about. Is my game installed? A lot less good at going, hey, there's been an update and there's some DLC for sale. You have to go looking for it.
Still annoyed that every time I close or reopen Epic's games, it takes me straight to the store rather than my library. I will give Steam credit for that.
Yep.
Sorry, Steam. You mean when I pop it up and it pops up a dialogue box with 23 next buttons about the things it thinks I should buy?
Easy to close problem.
Wait,
That's
and,
easy.
wait.
I've never looked at it.
And how many clicks does it take you to close it? One. And how many clicks does it take you to go to your library? One. I rest my case, Your Honour. No, you're quite right, though. You know, I'm not 100% sure mine does. I have a funny feeling mine might actually take me to the library. It might be a setting.
It is a setting.
Oh, well, there you go then.
Found it.
Have you looked for it?
That's me. Yeah, I actually did look for it. I went through every setting that thing had.
I'm talking about Steam. Sorry.
Oh right, sorry. I'm pretty sure I'll pay attention to it next time. But I'm pretty sure it does actually take me to my library.
Spy on me.
Right, so we're going to take a slightly circuitous route because the first thing I need to do is fill up because I've already burned about a sixth of my tank just driving. Oh,
Coming.
so I've just done 28 damage to my tires.
I can't help you with. Still have that service trailer lying around?
It's alright. It's alright. I'll. Wait, hold on. Yours is that very wonky. Oh, you've got a crane.
When you inevitably roll over.
I absolutely will not do that. I'm much more likely
And
to
when
get
you do,
stuck.
I've got a crane.
It's much more likely I'm going to get stuck and we'll have to transfer this wood to a vehicle that's better. This is a highway vehicle, I believe. Though it honestly seems to be a little bit vague what the difference is.
I think it all just boils down to tires, because I've put some interesting tires.
Well, yeah,
My,
but pretty sure I have
fifth wheel, and it's
pretty sure I have
great.
mud tires on this one. So,
It's not good for the roads.
oh no, my car doing 20 miles an hour. I can't brake as well. What will I do?
Brake as well?
Yeah, but I'm only doing 20 miles an hour. I don't have that much momentum to bleed off. Anyway, road trip. How's all our weekends been? Any exciting news or stories? Schalke, you've been away fishing or something?
Yeah, I was away.
Was it fishing?
Oh no. Or we could use a boat.
You were on a boat.
Not all of us.
Wait, you went out with a bunch of people and you didn't let some people on the boat? Were you allowed on the boat? Did they not let you on the boat, Schalke? If you give me their names, I'll let them know what my feelings in this matter.
No. It was more like a socializing with non-social people.
Did you just break into a prison?
Nah.
The highlight of my weekend that wasn't code related was I went to the arcade and I painted some steps with yellow rubberized paint, which is fucking nasty stuff. That's horrible.
Yep.
After a while, I'm like, I'm just going to do something else for 10 minutes so that the fumes clear, and then I'm going to ride my bike home.
There you go. Have the grippy stuff with it too, or is it just rubberized?
It's a grippy rubberized paint, but yeah,
Does it have the flecks of stuff in it? Make it textured?
It's pre-textured anyway, but no, it doesn't have anything specific in it. Well, there we go. So yeah, we do need a bunch of stuff taken through to that new area. I mean, we need repair trucks, we need fuel, we need concrete slabs, we need bricks. I'm just taking all the wood we need. I'm not going to promise I've memorised everything we need either. Also, this is road closed. That's good, we're still on the right route. You went to the range. Well, that doesn't narrow it down.
How exciting. That's a shop, by the way.
Well, unless he means he went to the range, you know, like cattle. No, that's a ranch. What's a range? Like a big old cowboy western thing.
Firing range.
Could be a firing range, or is it just a shop that I'm not aware of?
That's a shop you're not aware
Oh,
of.
you went to
the range.
Oh, he says he went to a shooting range. Wait, where? Wait, I'm getting you mixed up with Core Harker.
Oh.
Wait, where was your shooting?
Sure, it's not a hood above a stove.
It could, or that it's unlikely that say, "What did you do today?" I went to the range. Well, I
I went to the kitchen.
I cleaned the
stopped.
grill out.
Good way to confuse gun enthusiasts,
Gotta
though.
clean out those grease traps, eh?
Well, it depends if they call it the range.
What did you shoot, Kay Evelyn? Don't say guns, that bit I got. That could have been a crossbow for all I know. Last time I went to a range, it was an axe throwing range, and it's fucking awesome fun.
Does sound fun.
It's really easy as well, because essentially the axe is of a known length, and if you stand in the right place and hold the axe in the right place, it will always hit. The chances of you in reality being able to throw an axe to an arbitrary distance target and have it land are 0. It's all about rotational velocity and distance from the target. And they said there would be no maths. Okay, so I'm going to arrive in the new area, and then my next step will be wondering what the hell route I'm going to take.
Long paved ground. It's better.
Let me get off the spawn area in case anybody else loads.
It does the same thing when you get out of the garage.
It's nice that you trust that. So down there, through
It's
the
in
money
single player, so go with that until I see otherwise.
Oh my god, that is a route and a half. My goodness.
Want me to follow you with the fuel, or
Wow. Okay, that's the route planned. It's a doozy. Does it take me past the garage? No. How much fuel have I used? 40 litres. Very nice, Kevin. I always wanted to do shooting. Unfortunately, they banned it in this country, so we don't get to do it anymore. There are shooting clubs, but the hoops you have to go through are mind-boggling. It's not just, hey, I'll sign up and I'll get, you know.
Good.
There's also, Why? Because guns are not illegal in this country.
No. Why does these mistake?
Guns are illegal in this country.
Yeah, I mean, we're allowed. Now, what we're allowed single-shot rifles and shotguns. I think that's it. No pistols. No auto. And when I say shotgun, I mean single or double barrel. That's it. No repeating shotguns. No semi-automatic shotguns. No pistols. No automatic rifles. Nothing. So essentially, a gun to deal with foxes and a gun to deal with rabbits, and that's your lot. Well, the main thing I know about America is that you are not allowed to register new miniguns, but you are allowed to own miniguns. So there are a certain number of miniguns in circulation, and they just essentially sell between collectors at about $1 million a go. So they're grandfather ones. They can't unregister them. And obviously, as we know, you do need a minigun for home defense, because Mythbusters rent one ever so often, and they did a skit, like a section on sort of the ownership rules of miniguns, which is fascinating. Incendiary rounds, absolutely illegal everywhere in America, so that's why they would go over the Mexican border to fire incendiary rounds.
Extra illegal in Colorado, even for the military to use. We got yelled at a lot.
Yeah, but like with tracer fire, so it was during World War II when they started to use tracer fire at the beginning of the war. By the end, they stopped using it because tracer fire makes it very easy to shoot down enemy planes. But it also means enemy planes know when you're shooting at them, so they just bugger off. So they actually
Those work both ways.
Yeah, well, they gained an awful lot of kills during the World War II Blitz attacks by not losing tracer ammo anymore.
They had better radar by then too, so they really didn't need it.
Well, what radar wasn't great, let's be honest.
Oh, but it was better. It got better as it went.
Yeah, I mean, I say I'm an interesting dichotomy. I'm very much against gun ownership, but if they were illegal, I would absolutely own loads of them because they're totally awesome. So,
I'll go with you on that.
I'm a mild hypocrite, but it's
Guns are still awesome.
all the American statistics on guns are horrific. I mean, the worst one is every day of the year, last year, a toddler was either killed by a gun or killed someone with a gun, and that's somebody under the age of 2. And I'm like, oh, that's
Dollars are rising. Protect yourself.
well, yeah. But really, I mean, Jim Jeffries is a fantastic skit on that, and it's basically, if you're a responsible gun owner, you've got your gun unloaded in a gun safe. So if someone breaks in, be like, oh wait, hold on. What?
Yeah.
What's the code? What's the code? It's our anniversary. I'm like, that doesn't help. What is it? And then you keep the ammo separate from that, so you need to open 2 safes and load the gun. And at that point, it's no use at all for home protection.
It makes other people feel good about themselves.
Well, I say in the UK, the most we go usually is a cricket bat behind the door. That'd be about as, it's a very British thing, but about as far as we go on.
That's right, because you're not allowed to have swords either.
I'm not sure where you got that from. My sister owns a lot of swords.
In London.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's
bullshit.
Japan.
You're not allowed to carry swords around. That's different.
Well, that's lame.
Why would you need to carry a sword around?
Wouldn't you want to carry a sword around?
Okay.
Awesome.
Don't get me wrong. I want to carry a sword around. My question was, why would I need to carry a sword around?
Because, people.
Yeah, good point.
Self-defense.
No, he's right. I forgot about people. That is a good point.
They can't be trusted.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Same reason young youth today carry kitchen knives in their back pockets and things.
Well, I mean that's more of a look at me, I'm hard thing. I might have mentioned this before. As I've mentioned before, I used to live with a pair of lovely lesbians I met in Warcraft. They came over and they stayed with me, and a couple of their friends from their community came and joined us. And one of them, he moved to this country, and he confided in me. And he said to me, Adam, he goes, I've bought a ferret. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he goes, I own a ferret. I've just bought a ferret. Here's a photo. And I'm like, right. Where are we going with this? You own a ferret. He goes, but it's a ferret. I'm like, dude, you've still lost me. So in Portugal, you're not allowed to own ferrets. Ferrets have essentially hit the same level of badass drug dealeriness as a Doberman or a Rottweiler in other countries. So, the hard man drug dealers in Portugal, they've got ferrets because they're illegal. And I'm like, over this country, it's mostly the domain of 13-year-old girls. But I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but that's one of the reasons he wanted to come to the UK, because he knew he could get a ferret without crossing his mind that, I mean, ferrets are cool. Don't get me wrong, but they're not like ultimate street cred. Yes.
Yeah.
This is a lot of rocks on this route. I feel
wish there was a way to fix that.
I do. I kind of wish I could just put like a scraper on the front of my truck and just scrape all the mud off.
Could let us buy a street sweeper. That would be fun.
There is actually a game called Street Sweeper Simulator, but sadly it's only single player. Maybe what we should do? We should
Demolition Derby with the street sweepers?
Well, I say maybe we should get hold of a bunch of games that don't have racing support and race in them. Like we should race street sweepers or buses or. But like Euro Truck Simulator and its sequels don't even have any multiplayer at all. Crikey, this is a journey and a half. This one is.
Yup.
It's a bit of an effort, isn't it?
Well, I mean, we have to basically set up base in the new areas. I mean, that's how the game's designed. So remember, we were bemoaning we started first playing it, going, "Oh, the recall function makes it all way too easy."
Well, that's taking it away from us.
Well, you get it only on the first map. You get it a bit less on the second, and then not at all on the third, on the fourth. So
This is the same
that makes sense.
area, isn't it?
It's the same.
It's all the same country.
Yeah.
State.
Oh wait, there's another. Okay, so right where I am, there is a container full of.
Special cargo.
Ferrets.
No,
Ferrets.
it's possibly bricks. But right where I am,
Those are containers.
there's a
Special cargo.
No, I
it's
don't-
for one specific mission.
Is it? No. I don't think there is any special cargo, is it? It's just
Finish this map completely.
repair parts or some such. Race on.
They get squirrely with stuff.
Firestar Spell, yeah, like Euro Truck Simulator doesn't have it built in. I mean, there's a mod for it, I know, but usually mods are more effort than they're worth. Is it any good? The mods? I mean, I've got Euro Truck Simulator. It's good fun on steering wheel. So I'd like to look into Insane as well, see if we can get that to work, because that was honestly a brilliant LAN game. A reasonable single player game, but an utterly brilliant LAN game. Big Red Racing definitely won't work anymore, which is a shame because that's another good one. Firestar Spectres.
How are you on fuel?
2/3 of the tank. Oh, punching my microphone. I honestly couldn't tell you though if I own Euro Truck Simulator 1 or 2.
They made a second one?
Now I'm doubting they made it. I'm pretty sure there's 2. Are there 2? Firestar, you seem to know. Are there 2 Euro Truck Simulator games? Or just 1 and loads of expansions?
It's the Euro Train, the Goat Simulator,
No, these are all
Farming Simulator.
These are all very different games. Yes, there is a Euro Truck Simulator 2. Yeah, I think that's the one I've got. I bought it because it had VR support, and it's got the worst possible VR support. Like, the driving is excellent. That bit is 10 out of 10 brilliant. Everything else, the menus, the interface is just horrible in VR. So Eurogamer did a big article about it, so I bought it, and then I had to post back on Eurogamer going, you didn't play it, did you? Unless you have memorised the menus, you can't navigate them on VR. This was an older VR headset. Because the menus appear, I don't know, about the size of a postcard held at arm's length. So it's not that it was hard to read, it was literally impossible. So each word was only 3 pixels high. You couldn't read it. If you knew what the menu options were, you could belt through it. But I was like, you obviously didn't actually play this thing you were reporting on. You'd obviously read it was quite cool and decided just to go, hey everyone, you should get this game.
The company gave them the cue cards.
No, it's one of those, if it's easy news, they'll write it. I assume it's got better, because I don't think there's Euro Truck Simulator 3, so I assume they've continued to improve it. I hope I'm not too far from the, I feel I've just been driving all through the night. Oh, corner. So now I'm beginning to understand why you want to set up bigger trucks, multiple big loads, instead of just going, oh, we'll get that, we'll get this. You have to set up more of a expedition. Oh, I might have a look at it again. It's been a long time. It's a good fun game. It's surprising because it doesn't feel like a game until you've been driving for 15 minutes with a truck full of glass and you're nearly there and your guy's getting tired and suddenly you're like, this is a very intense game suddenly. So Shaka and Max, what are you doing? Are you coming with us? I don't know what's going on here.
I'm following you. Trying to get to Drummond Island.
I don't know if Shaka's still here or he's just gone to dream of fish in boats.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing.
Fair enough.
I haven't really set another waypoint, so I was going to lose my way. There we go.
So was it tomorrow? I think we're going to finish off Astroneer. Hopefully, so we built a chain of robot arms to bring back the resources, but they broke. So we had to keep turning them off and on, and they transferred 2 or 3 items and then turn off again. So hopefully tomorrow we can get our cosmetics, and then we'll stop playing it until next month, and maybe sort of come back 2 or 3 days a month to play each patch and get that month's cosmetics. It's kind of a long-term plan. Wow, 6, that's crazy, Firestar Spell. Well, hopefully Rob will be along for too long. Can he explain to us what he was talking about and why he maybe buy the expansion? Take the shortcut or stick to the road? I think I'm going to stick to the road. So what are you bringing, Max? What's your...
Fuel and repairs. Well, the way I'm going, it'll be neither of each. I managed to find one pole.
I took a whole ton of fuel.
Oh, it won't last. Don't forget,
Bring my scout.
the more fuel we bring, the less times we need to go back.
There's a fuel tank or a petrol station in that map.
Yeah, I'm down to half a tank of fuel. I might not make it to the petrol station.
Well, the gas tank's right along as soon as you get into the island map.
Max, don't forget, you can teleport to the garage on this area.
Yeah, I didn't know until I got to it.
Yeah.
Never mind. What is it worth me bringing? So I was going to bring a scout, but I think maybe that's not the best thing to drive right now.
So go to the next map, the one we're going into, which is
Smithfield Dam.
Drummond. No, Smith Dam is where I am. We're going to Drummond Island. So
I'll teleport to that.
No, go to the global. Go to the map, the global map, and go to there. What quests? I've got 4 wood. What do we need?
The ones that we've got open, the quests that we've got open at the moment.
Yes.
The contracts or the tasks?
Yes. Tasks initially, 'cause that opens up.
Okay. Mud wrestling.
Hey, oh man, are you going to pronounce your name? Hey, Nate Palick, KU12CAY? Oh, I see. How are things? I see your DJR's Twitch channel. I love your stream. LockDown and Hanash 97 Snowrunner brand new Frosted DLC long play. I'm about to do a graphic elements and arts for your channel. Well, you're not a bot, are you?
Yes.
I'm going to make this quick for you, so find the website in my profile picture. Have a good day. By the way, Snowrunner is great. That's a pretty good bot. I'm going to give him full marks for the scripting of that bot. Okay.
What's this? I've seen your misspelt thing.
Oh, well, that's on purpose to make it appear more natural, but it's actually...
Love your stream.
And then it's put the exact...
stream name.
Yeah, insert stream name. By the way, %game% is great.
Yeah. I'm about to graphic elements and arts for your channel. What a fucking hack.
What does that even accomplish? I don't understand.
It's you don't need to. But the thing, how can I put it? He will do that for like 10,000 streams tonight. If he makes $1 and 100 people fall for it, he's made $100.
And before you recognize it's a bot, you read it as legit message.
Absolutely, I was like, then I'm
That's
like,
good to have a really long channel name, or not channel name, really long content ID today. Like, who would actually type all of that in letter for letter precisely in that speed? They wouldn't. They'd get it wrong. There'd be a typo. There'd be something wrong there.
So we need one metal beams and 1 concrete slab. And if you can bring that,
wooden planks.
No, I've got 4 wooden planks. I'm good for all of that. What we need for 10 hut is
wooden planks.
10
Well, that
hut.
stuff's on the map.
Concrete slabs. And
Is it?
beams, yeah.
Oh, in that case,
All
Max.
over the map.
In that case, Max.
On that map.
Teleport here. Just pick a vehicle. You've got the Tiger, and you've got the Royal, and you've got the Pacific.
But there isn't. I can't teleport to the.
Yes, you can.
Is there a garage there?
No. Teleport to one of my vehicles. That's why I've been moving vehicles here. You say.
Oh, right. I don't know which one's which.
Well, just use the map down the left hand side, like the fold out maps. And
Global
I
map
see.
and then switch map you're looking at.
Okay, so go into that one then.
right. So mud wrestling is a no. Bridges and men. I'm on the wrong side.
Right. I've found the fuel tanker.
How am I going to get this down here? Am I going to have to go across that bit of mud down there?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. So what we might need then, Max might need to bring the Pacific around.
Right,
So I might need a tow. So what's the Pacific carrying right now? I can't remember.
Oh, you can't tell. It's too dark.
Press functions and it will tell you.
Oh, right. Where?
In top left.
It says power to weight, durability, fuel consumption.
Top left.
Pacific P16.
Below it should have
Nope.
little icons.
Yeah, it is top left. It'll
The
say
trailer isn't attached.
Ah, well, that might be right. Okay.
That'll do it.
There we go. Now it's got some symbols. Trailer 2 of 2 and a symbol.
Yeah, well, what you need to do now, I'm afraid, is note down what the symbol is, then go on the map and then work out it's the right symbol.
It looks like a. If I were to describe it to you, it's a cube, a 3D cube,
Yeah.
isometrically lined up,
Right.
with a line across the middle of one side.
Just a line across the middle of one side.
Yes.
Then it is.
It's not the top surface. It's not the left surface.
yeah,
it's the right surface.
Then that is a concrete slab, and you should deliver it to Drummond Bridge.
Right. Which one's Drummond Bridge?
So basically, I don't know if you've got the stream up. So you want to go from there. You want to go towards the bridges and that.
Hold on. Let me go
basically,
full
you want to do basically the opposite. So you want to meet me here. So you see the bridge in front of you.
screen. So you have to stop moving the mouse around like a lunatic because it takes
See the
bloody ages
bridge.
to
See
catch
the
up.
bridge in front of you.
Yes.
Go to the other side of it.
Oh, right. Easy. In theory.
The bridge is not built yet.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh yes, I remember you doing this the other night and going,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Oh shit! Yeah. So I'm
How
about
do I
to
turn it around? It's gonna be awkward, isn't it?
carefully. We
I
cannot.
can't drive over that.
We can't recover on this map. Now bear that in mind.
I mean, if you hit recover, you go somewhere else.
You'll go back to Smithfield.
To the dam.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure how to reverse with a trailer on me either.
Well, what you might want to do is reverse without the trailer and then pull the trailer around there. But
yeah, that's not.
I am potentially going to need you to meet me on the other side of the bridge anyway for a tow across the mud. You're driving a monster. Not literally, but I unlocked.
It's good. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna start the engine and give it a go.
Hey, Morbets. Hey there, man. But yeah, first job is to fix the bridges on this area, which is our current plan.
How good are the trailers if I just do something stupid and try and jackknife them and that?
If you roll it, it will drop its load. If you just jackknife it, you just drag it along.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just going to try and detach it then. Oh, I'm in the unload cargo off bridges.
Yeah, but I don't have the right kind of cargo on there.
No, it's got. Oh no, that's got a slightly different icon. Oh
Yes,
wow.
that's
That looks like wood or something.
concrete
Maybe.
blocks or something. I don't know. It's not wood because I've got wood.
It's that cube, but it's got a line running from the top surface down the side, right-hand side surface.
Use that symbol a lot.
Basically,
Like
the symbols
changing
are
it.
awful. They're all incredibly similar.
If they had made them color coded, that would have fixed so much.
Fixed absolutely everything.
Yep.
More bits. I mean, you can get a new ship just by wandering around on the first planet. There are lots of ways to get new ships. The best way, unfortunately, is to sit in a high ranking star space station and wait for the ship you want and then just buy it. But there are loads and loads of ships available. Loads of ways to get them. The best way is to go and
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, you need to learn enough language,
totally.
go to a thing, send a probe up, and it will show you a nearby ship. Now, lots of things. But to a great degree, you never need to leave the first planet. You can pretty much max out everything by staying on the first planet. Like, there is some progression, but there's not a lot of advantage by. Okay, so I sometimes just find a planet I like. No Man's Sky. I sometimes just find a planet I like and just stick there and just farm that planet. Rather than going to planets that I've got one that's just all bubbles. Like it's literally everything is just bubbles.
Well, those are cool. Yeah. It is good fun playing that game.
Yes. Well, I tell you,
I'm still struggling to find one or two little bits and pieces though. I've got most of it.
I mean, I got to the point where I made a massive farm. I like making farms in games. And then just farmed that a bunch of times until I got very rich and went, cool, I'm very rich. And went, how much is a frigate? 70 million. Right, fuck this game.
Oh, I found a much better hack than that.
Oh?
Well, then you collect cobalt. You have to get a decent amount of cobalt. You sell it on the open market, and you basically you saturate the market to the point where the price drops badly.
Uh-huh.
And then you buy it back for the drop price. and you basically go at every station, every system, and basically selling in, I don't know, something like 12 million's worth of cobalt, and then come back with, only cost you 2 million or something to buy it back. You just do it on every system you go to.
I wonder if they fixed that. That seems like quite an obvious exploit to fix. Yeah. I'm just going to check I am going the right way. Yep, this is the right way. It's not necessarily the right truck, but I am going the right way. I kind of wish this game had a no nighttime option, because I like the nighttime and all, and it's atmospheric, but it doesn't make for very good streaming. Hey, look at this very dark thing going through. Just a blob of light in the distance. But yes, I was looking at maybe No Man's Sky for the stream, but it is genuinely a very single player game, even multiplayer. It might be, do you have any antimatter for my blah 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 or whatever, but pretty much it's not. And I said if you actually go building a proper base, because the graphics are so nice, the frame rate collapses, which is the nature of the beast, I'm afraid, when you let people do what they want, as I am well aware.
How many conveyors did that one guy have on his map?
Oh god, I've seen the best one I've ever seen. Hey, my game's running badly, it should run better. Okay, send it to world, and I was like, wait, what? You can do that? I forgot. The auto builders can build mass storage. So you put the auto builder at one end of a mass storage, it extends the mass storage in a straight line. See, he built a row of auto builders 200 meters across. Then into the mass storage had put the materials in order to build more mass storage, and fed the auto builders from the mass storage.
Very good as world.
It was about 2 kilometers long, and I'm like, this is one of those. You shouldn't go, I'm surprised it runs slowly. You should go to be, I'm surprised this runs at all. I mean, there were tens of thousands of objects within rendering. I'm like, I don't even know. Honestly, I don't know where to begin. I will do some optimizations, but mostly, why do you think this was a good idea? And that
very good as world.
Well,
that's amazing.
Literally, I mean, that's when the beginning of Rooms came about, because I was like, I wish I could quickly decide that all of these things shouldn't be rendered. Again, it's hard to explain to non-programmers, but quite often, if I just say, I'm gonna, you've got 1 million machines in your world, and I will work out which ones I should render, which ones I can't. That will take longer to do than simply to render it. So you're running at 5 frames a second, but if I were to work out which ones to render, you'd run at 1 frame a second. But if I could somehow work out which ones not to render it in advance, you run at 100 frames a second. So it's a question of trying to do these bits of work without bringing the frame rate to a collapsing nothing. And it's hard to explain to people that, say, if you have 0 machines, you get an infinite frame rate, and if you have an infinite number of machines, you get 0 frame rate. Right? This isn't bad programming. This is a fundamental law of how it works. So the more machines you build, the slower that you progress towards 0 frames per second, because you're progressing with 0 frames per second because you have to. There's no, I've put more things in my game and somehow it's running better. That's what Rooms for you.
I'm getting trailers too far away constantly. How precise do I have to be with the damn thing?
It has a little arrow that shows you where the end of the trailer needs to be.
Yeah, I know.
Which is stupid. It's irritating because the arrow should be on you, not on the trailer. But yeah, put your hitch under where the... wait, hold on. That one doesn't hitch. Doesn't it say wrong type of trailer when you try?
No.
Oh, okay, then that's...
I did touch it a moment ago.
Oh, okay. But the arrow...
I was winching it, to be honest.
The arrow shows you the opposite direction that you'll need to go in to achieve this.
Close functions. Release handbrake. For fuck's sake, just drive the fucking vehicle.
Okay, so I do have a slightly upgraded snorkel. Well, wish me luck. I'm driving a highway vehicle through a river.
Yeah.
It's got a snorkel.
Well, see, the plan was for you to meet me at the other side, but you're busy microphone for trailers, and Tad to be behind me to help me, and he's gone to somewhere else. So in front,
it's too far away. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm on top of the damn thing.
But it's the end of the triangle that you have to get right, like the end of the. I don't know what you call it.
The ball.
Yeah, gonna get
hitch.
the ball close to the hitch. Yeah. Well, the good news is, I'm in no danger of flooding my engine.
Hey.
The bad news is I'm also in no danger of moving forwards anytime soon either. Oh, there we go. We're moving.
Did the Pacific go?
I may. Max is driving his Pacific. I may have to go and get the Royal.
I'm pulling this your Pacific out.
Max
Oh,
is in.
finally. There we
Max
go.
is in my Pacific.
I've got the trailer, I've got the bricks where it is. I can now make a plot. But it is 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to sleep for 10 minutes.
That'd be
Got
nice.
my route. Yeah. I'm going to do it all the way around to the other side of that bridge.
Basically,
That ford.
at the moment, yeah, go to where I am, stuck in the ford.
What? Go to where you are.
Stuck in the ford, yeah. That's the only. That's the only route to get.
Sorry, I'm seeing you moving quite a speed.
My vehicle that I have abandoned in the ford.
Yeah, I don't see that where that is. Sorry.
Then use the map to list all the vehicles.
I'm using the map.
No, the map, the map icon, the 3 fold-out ordnance survey icon lists
Oh, that
all
one.
lists all the things on the map. I was driving the something international, White Star International, not White Lightning.
White Western
Western,
Star 49.
Yeah, that's the one.
Where's that? Oh,
That's-
see, over there.
Yeah,
right. I
that's
can't go over there. Yeah.
Yes, you can. That's the only route.
Sorry, that's my. Yeah,
that's the
my
only route
destination.
you have.
Yeah.
And then I
That's
will fix.
confusing.
Then I will fix the bridge. Ironically.
Right. So, shall I leave this trailer here? No, I can't bring it. The trailer has to go. that way.
Actually, leave the trailer there. Good plan. Leave the
It's
trailer
got
there.
to come this way, though, isn't
No,
it?
leave the trailer there. Go and save me because I'm stuck. And then the end of my mission is fix the bridge.
But the trailer still needs to be the other side of the bridge, doesn't it?
Then you can go across the bridge to get it, which is way easier than dragging it.
I'm confused. I thought we needed this on the other side of the bridge to fix the bridge.
No, to fix a different bridge. You need wood to fix that bridge. At least I hope you need wood to fix that bridge, or I've.
Oh, bollocks. Okay. Fine.
Hopefully,
So all that trouble of detaching it, complete waste of time.
well, not a complete waste of time. You've grown a little as a person. All right, you
A
haven't.
little person.
Yeah. Whoa.
Sounds like some sort of Quatu joke. Out of big rock, big rock.
I'd like to point out, by the way, you are driving the biggest vehicle I own. You shouldn't be able to. Well, don't try, but you shouldn't roll it.
I'm not trying to. It's just steering, more steering, more steering, more
Yeah,
steering.
yeah. If we come back to the petrol station, that's a good place, obviously, to refuel. It's quite.
Oh, okay.
It's quite a thirsty
Best
boy.
in America.
Thirsty boy.
Okay. Yes, I have got. I've used 90 litres already.
Oh God.
Well, it started off with non-full tank, so it's almost dumped a repair trailer here, which is useful.
This is lag.
Lag where?
What's that? Slag what?
On the stream, or just you personally, or?
Me personally, I'm trying to fill up this thing full of fuel and
That never
got
works.
the menu up. Hit
Hold
the
it.
button.
Hold it down. When that doesn't work, jam the button a bunch of times, and when that doesn't work, hold it down. Well, I'll retrieve this one back because Max is going to save me with his big truck.
With your big truck, Ash.
It's your honorary truck. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you screaming by. Hey DJ.
Oh yeah, tearing along at 18 miles an hour. So you're fully loaded then, Max.
Nope.
Oh wait, back up. You've gone too far.
What?
You've gone too far. Unless you're gonna. That bridge isn't built.
Oh, I wonder what that meant.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not fix your truck.
Huh? The truck's not broken. The truck's not broken. It's stuck. I'm coming. Bring the truck to come and tow it.
No, I'm talking about this Pacific.
No, all Max needs to do is reverse up and take the next right. Reverse up like 25 feet max, then go forwards and right.
Hold on.
See this Pacific that?
Let me add a
that's the
destination point, you bastard. Alright, there we go. I'm trying to plot a route to somewhere being. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm going. So my route is basically across the water via that island.
Yep, that's the one.
Around.
Yep, and then I'm just going to drive to support local, whatever it's called, because apparently we don't have that quest. So let me just see what this quest needs, because it might need what's in that trailer, which would be awesome, but it might not. I wonder if we can just get Tad the crash trucks into where the bridge hole is, so we can just do it that way. Oh, this is one of those where I can't pick up the quest from this side of the bridge because apparently the game hates me. Now I don't have a mouse cursor. It's the most subtle mouse cursor ever, isn't it?
It really is.
That's my biggest complaint about balloons, is you cannot make your mouse cursor bigger.
Well, when I was at college, which granted was a few years ago, one of the SWATs was trying to show off their creation to some peon to see what they thought of it, and they were more impressed by his animated Sonic the Hedgehog animated mouse cursor than they were of the actual program.
Animated Sonic the mouse cursor, you say? Anyway,
It's actually pretty impressive.
Max, follow me.
I don't see where you are, so I'm going to follow you.
I'm about 4.5 feet from your right-hand door.
Fuel depot?
I'm now 2.5 feet from your right hand. I'm literally parked beside you.
What?
What vehicle are you in? What vehicle are you in?
What? I'm not there.
Well, who's been driving my
still at the
Pacific
dam.
around? I thought
Me.
I thought you were driving the Pacific around,
It's 2 Pacifics.
Okay,
I've
Tad.
got one.
Tad, you're forbidden from talking anymore. Max, where are you? What area?
I'm on the map.
Which map?
Hold on, I need to get up this incline. Yells are going to fuck things up for me.
It's on the damn map still.
It's still on the So who was driving my Pacific around?
E.
But I told Max to go to the other side of the bridge, and he was like, "Okay."
Was having trouble.
I'm on Drummond Island.
Okay, where on Drummond
You
Island?
can see me. You can see me.
I really can't. I can see Tad forever. I cannot see your name unless you're in this vehicle. It's not telling me you're in it.
Right, so I'm not in that vehicle. I am. If you look at the map, right?
Yeah.
Let me bring up the stream. I am.
I take compass directions.
Okay, so I am to the west of you. Across the little island there. So across the water, across the island, and back up that little climb to support local rangers. So I've basically circumnavigated around that bridge that isn't built yet.
I hate to break this to you. No, you ain't.
Drummond Island, morning 7:29. Yeah, morning 7:30. I'm on that map.
You're not. So I would suggest
I'm
you.
definitely looking at the same thing as you are.
I would suggest you teleport away and come back. The server doesn't think you're there.
All I see is that Max is at garage still.
I can
Really?
see. Yeah, I can see the vehicle. I can see my Pacific at the garage, but Max isn't
Right.
in it. So what vehicle are you in?
I don't know, a big yellow thing.
But you're in the Pacific.
How am I supposed to know? Oh, Pacific P16, yeah.
Yeah, you're not though, because the Pacific P16 is parked outside the garage. Yeah, so if you leave the map and come back again, I have a funny thing. The server will go, "Aha, you are actually here."
Right.
Wow, that didn't
Well, I
take
can
long.
still interact with things. So.
Well, yeah, Cat, that's my steering wheel. So I'm using a force feedback steering wheel for maximum effort.
Maximum force feedback enjoymentiness.
Yeah. That makes sense why what I was describing wasn't coming across, because it said you've become desynced without the game in any way telling you.
Yes. Well done, game.
Well, it wasn't as bad as yesterday when we had to keep all quit and come back in to put the yesterday where the trailers were on the wrong place.
Yes, that was freaky.
Hoping that gets fixed. It's not a difficult fix. That's the annoying thing.
I'm hoping I can still pull your truck out of the water. That's why
No,
I shouldn't be able to pull the truck out of the water.
because you don't tell me what to do. Your client goes, "I'd like to do this," and server goes, "You're too far away to pull that." The best you will achieve is flicking both trucks into orbit, as it tries to resolve you nowhere near where you think you are. That's the best that you'll manage. It won't work. It can't work.
Yeah, I need to fix that, don't I?
Wait. I am interested. So what am I supposed to do on this quest? Hey, fix the bridge. Right, oh, how?
Use your magic psychological...
Oh, hold on. I think I now have to drive through to the next part of it. And I now have to click outside with the... Oh, wait, hold on. There's another Pacific here. Hey, you've teleported to the right place.
What?
There's a Pacific here. It's not moving, but there is a Pacific here.
Right.
Anyway, as I said, leave the map and come back in. You cannot possibly make this work until the server agrees where you are with where you think you are.
Yeah, there should be a better way of doing that, because I've spent like quite a time yesterday.
No, all you have to do is click on Garage, come back, and it'll put you either where you think you are or where the server thinks you are. I'm getting annoyed now. I have no idea how to fix this bridge. Is it a contract?
I'm confused how you want me to do that.
I want you to leave the same way you did yesterday. Go to a different map, come back. Just teleport to the garage in.
This is such a clunky interface.
What am I supposed to do with this fucking bridge? All right, support local rangers is. Right, so this is wood. Thank you. Good grief. It is clunky and it is stupid, and I am 100%.
I'm struggling to work out what I'm supposed to do. Sorry, I've got the map open.
Bring the map open.
Go into a different area.
Done. Then click on your garage.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it is in the map.
Then it doesn't matter. Use the thing on the right. Does that not list all garages?
Buildings. Okay. That.
Yeah.
That.
Now my next plan, and now just teleport back into this vehicle. My plan is to watch the vehicle from a distance.
I'm not sure which map we're on.
Drummond Island. Drummond Island.
One person's in each map, apparently.
Possibly. I'm in Drummond Island. Your Pacific's in Drummond Island. And you, Attack, I thought you said there was an expansion out.
I'm sorry?
I thought you said that the expansion was out.
No, I didn't say it was out.
Oh,
I said it was on the 21st. You've got your numbers back to front.
What day is it today?
12.
Ah, now where are you, Max? Oh.
Where I was when I teleported out. I'm about where it says 306M.
Oh, right, yeah, you're right where you need to be. Perfect. Awesome. Let me just get my vehicle out of the way. That's good, that's good. I was worried you teleport, all the way back to where you picked the vehicle up from.
Ooh.
Right, let me get in my... Alright, Tad's in my vehicle now.
Moving.
So, what vehicle should I bring with me?
Doesn't matter, really. We are on Drummond Island. We're moving stuff here. It doesn't matter what you bring. What matters is, can you please bring... Oh, no, Tad says something. We need to get concrete and... the other thing that's like concrete.
Bricks.
Is it bricks? I don't know.
It's like concrete, but not.
This is true.
I'm going to reverse down that incline to try and get you out.
Tad, if you want to let me have the vehicle, then grab fuel, because you are now down to like 12%.
Already out.
Oh. So you are.
Oh, whoa. The fuck?
What?
Okay, so someone's just teleported in...
To the vehicle, yeah. I'm now in my vehicle, yeah. So if you reverse down, I should be able to winch onto you.
That's not the vehicle that was there a second ago.
Yeah.
Nor did it have any load.
I think this is all Tad's fault. I think Tad is suffering from quite extreme packet loss, and it's screwing other things up. That's my guess.
Okay.
But it's okay. I'm in the vehicle. You seem to be, well, you're not moving.
Yeah, I am trying to get myself down there, but I think once I'm down there, I'm committed to going down.
No, just you want to go backwards. Let me bring up a winch. You need to come backwards. 10 feet. That's it. Done. Forwards.
Thank you. You got the links, yeah? Which way am I going? Left or right, by the way?
Left. We're going back to the bridge. Now, hopefully...
Okay, and I'm on wheel spin on the spot, apparently.
Is the differential and everything on?
I haven't got a choice. It's always double engaged.
Your vehicle is way heavier than mine, though, so I can just use you as an anchor.
Right.
Well, I haven't upgraded that one yet, but it's a total monster. Yeah, so Rob, I thought the expansion pack was out tonight, hence the slightly confusing title of the stream.
Yes. So instead we will be looking at some of the vehicles.
Well, I've got the new vehicle, whatever it's called, not the Baja, the thingy.
The Khan,
Bad health
Yeah.
signs over your stuff, by the way.
I'm running out of fuel.
No.
oh, I'm very running out of fuel.
Let me
This
try
game-
pulling you towards me.
This game is way better than Mud Runners or Spin Tires. Mud Runner, we polished off everything the game had to offer us. I mean, we definitely did it in 10 hours, probably more like 5. This has enormous amounts of content. It's all different. It's all interesting. I can massively recommend it. How many hours we put into this? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100? We're like
I don't know.
20% of the way through. So yeah, it is a lot better than the previous ones. Not just a bit better, massively better. In other news, currently the UK dentists are pretty much not open still. So I've rung that up because I actually have one filling fell out, another filling that is loose. And when I sneezed just then, I sneezed the filling out.
Ooh, ow.
Oh
You
dear.
didn't swallow.
Yes, I had to pop it back in.
That happened.
Yes, I have to wait for the dentist to open properly because I'm not in pain, so I won't go on the emergency register. And I could lie, but then of course I'm actually then pushing someone off who is actually really needing it. It's not on Steam now. It's on. It's an Epic Store exclusive. And as I keep pointing out, it's just a digital storefront. I have precisely zero loyalty to any digital storefront whatsoever.
It's a shot.
Well, a lot of the things you get this, a lot of people do, but you get like loyalty between AMD and Intel or Nvidia or AMD, and like it's all the same shit. Like there's like
At least makes some sense because they do things in their own way. But if
No,
you're just
no.
buying the game you buy is the game. It's nothing to do with the story.
Nothing to do with AMD or whatever. Yeah.
well, let's be honest, they ain't very different, are they? Though, like if you were to run a game, and I said to you, is this an AMD or an Nvidia card? You have an exactly 50-50 chance of getting the right answer.
Well, yes.
But yeah, absolutely massive improvement over Mud Runner and Spin Tires. Really, really good. Lovely graphics. Massively improved physics. A huge amount more variety. If I have a complaint, there's less weird ass Soviet vehicles in it. They are in Russia. We were doing Russia, and we've come back to Michigan because it went hard. Yeah, I'm down to 5 litres of fuel, by the way, and I'm burning 13 a minute.
I'm going to bring a barrel with me.
Oh, that's bad connection, Max.
Oh, right.
Stop torrenting, maybe.
I'm not torrenting.
Tell your neighbours to stop torrenting.
That wouldn't affect my connection.
Yes. Would you like to explain to what contention ratio means? Oh, God's sake. It
No.
absolutely will affect your connection, unfortunately.
If you have crappy ADSL, maybe.
What's your contention ratio for your area?
I think Virgin Media is something like 20-1. It's very low.
That's but
I
that's my
don't
point.
know, it's a
So
short
if
answer.
one person is torrenting flat out, 19 other people have no internet. That's what.
Rubbish.
Do you have a
That's
good
how
parallel
ADSL works.
Hold on,
setup?
Max. What do you think a 20-to-1 contention ratio means?
20 people all looking for the same piece of connection. Same,
20
bandwidth.
people all sharing the same bandwidth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you can saturate
Yeah.
that bandwidth,
Yeah.
19 other
Then,
people.
then Virgin Media would kick you up, obviously.
No, because if I'm down, if
Or
I'm
traffic shape you, as you always complain about it. Are you moving, by the way?
yeah, I am out of fuel. Yeah, they'll traffic shape you, but they'll traffic shape you to about 1/20th of that connection. That's kind of that's the
But
problem.
Virgin has got a phenomenal amount of bandwidth available.
Yes.
So I doubt the game doesn't use anything.
Hold on. No,
It's you guys, not me.
hold on. What,
Because it's gone away now.
what part don't you get of 20-to-1 contention ratio? You said they've got phenomenal bandwidth. They have about. You have about 5%. Sorry, you have not 5%. The opposite. There's
95%?
no. There's 20 people, and if they all use all the bandwidth, there's no. You can't. Only one
playing a
person's
game.
bandwidth. I know. But if somebody else is on your, if 19 other people in your neighbourhood are all watching 4K video, you've got no bandwidth left. It will try and balance it, but fundamentally, you're trying to dole out 1/20th of the available bandwidth.
Yeah, but how much bandwidth do you think they got?
Who? Sorry.
How much bandwidth your street has, not
Virgin
bandwidth.
Media.
It doesn't. Oh God! Doesn't matter because it's a 20-to-1 contention ratio.
I don't know what the contention ratio is. That's
So-
just the number out of my head.
So if they're okay, so yeah, but it's probably 20. 20 is pretty good. I think I've got fewer now. 20-to-1 is pretty good. ADSL's anywhere between 25 and 100-to-1.
yeah.
But basically,
I'm arguing that contention ratio is old hat for Virgin Media these days. They're
Yeah.
testing fucking gigabit, for goodness
yeah,
sake.
but it doesn't matter. It's still
Fiber to
20
the
people.
house.
So if you've got 1 gigabit to your house, 20 people have 1 gigabit to their house, and up to the ISP is 1 gigabit. So 20
bit more
people
fuel.
could try and use 20 gigabits worth of internet, but there is only 1 gigabit's worth of internet in total. So if someone downloads a 1 gigabyte file, you have no bandwidth, barring, balancing and load shaping and all that. But if 19 people will decide to download a file, person number 20 is going to have a hard time. And the difference is, of course, files can be buffered, it doesn't matter, whereas game data is very time critical. So if you get stuff backing up because someone's downloading, an ISO or whatever, you'll get exactly what you say. That's the thing, Virgin Media give you great download speeds, but are kind of famed for shitty, patchy performance. We had people leave Virgin Media because Warcraft was unplayable on Virgin. On the cable
Quite a few
thing.
years ago, though, to be fair.
It is, but I mean, that's the thing. I don't think they've ever improved. Their packet shaping was incredibly.
A lot of my colleagues have been complaining that Virgin has been flaky. Like, I would be in a conference call with a bunch of people from work, and all the Virgin people would drop off at the same time.
Well, the problem,
I've had the exact opposite, believe it or not.
well, the
I've
problem
had
we
people in the countryside having the people that are furthest away from exchanges having the problems.
The problem we had with Virgin was of the packet shapings. They didn't understand what something was. They didn't understand the packet. They'd assume you were using an encrypted torrent, and they'd bounce you to the bottom of the priority queue. So every time Warcraft modified its packet format, sometimes Warcraft was unplayable for up to 6 weeks. It was insane, the problems we were having. It was always Virgin, because they're trying to sell you 300 megabits, so they have to make sure that people who are torrenting don't suck up all the bandwidth for everybody
Hey.
else.
I hope I'm not crashing into you, by the way.
I don't know, but I'm glad you're not. Right, so now we can now we can take the shortcut. I'm going to go get some fuel and then make more decisions.
I gave you more fuel, by the way.
I'm going to go. Well, then you should come get some fuel. The fuel station's just over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, contention ratio also is by areas. If you're the only household in your neighbourhood with Virgin Media, you're laughing.
Yeah, but I'll still say the contention ratio is for your areas below, won't they? They won't give you live updates on that information.
No, they will. They will.
That's the maximum contention ratio they'll give you. Because they'll say it's 20-to-1. That doesn't mean there are 20 people. It means they've allocated that there are 20 people
20
on
slots,
your
yeah.
connection.
But I thought 20-to-1 was a ratio of there are 20 subscribers contending for one phone line, for example.
Yes, exactly that. You have 20 gigabits worth of subscribers contending 1 gigabit's worth of internet bandwidth, which is fine as long as all of you use 120.
Well, there's a problem there. There's a problem there.
Yeah, when you move to 120th.
No. Everyone has. If you say, right, I'm going to go to Virgin Media television, the whole package, like I've got television, TV, phone.
Yeah.
Sorry, television, broadband, phone. I was getting confused. Everyone's going to want the television. Everyone has to receive the television, else they're not delivering the service they've offered. So how are they managing that?
That gets high priority. So if everyone's watching television, that comes down your.
That's a different allocation of the bandwidth, doesn't it?
No, that will come right
In terms of managing bandwidth, in terms of what I pay for. From a consumer point of view, not from their point of view. From a consumer point of view.
From a consumer point of view, yeah, it doesn't update your bandwidth. But that 21 contention ratio, I bet you, or whatever, I bet you that includes the television. So if everyone is watching
and the
television,
telephone, don't forget as well.
Well, that's fairly negligible. But if everyone's watching 4K and some households have got 3 television channels running, that soaks up the internet bandwidth. All ISPs suffer from this. I'm not having a go at Virgin. Everyone does. They all massively oversubscribe in the hope that not everyone tries to use all the bandwidth all the time.
Because, reasons. Well, it certainly makes sense for ADSL.
Well, it's because it makes money.
That's how it used to work, anyway.
Well, I mean, okay, Max, I'll tell you the reason why. Would you pay 20 times as much for your internet?
I'd pay enormous amounts of bandwidth. Yeah.
But would you pay 20?
But no, I wouldn't. Not really.
No, for the same amount of bandwidth, would you pay 20 times as much for guaranteed your
20
bandwidth.
times, on 10 times as much would be
No.
£600. So you're talking £1,200 a month.
For the same amount of bandwidth, but guaranteed. You wouldn't, would you? Nobody would.
No.
And that is why it's oversubscribed, because no one will
And
pay.
that is why businesses have different payment structures.
Oh,
because they
yes,
may be
yeah.
willing to do so.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on, pick up. Okay, I'm right close. So that's Islands Bridge. So I should be able to now fix the other bridge.
Well, we'll just Google what their contention ratio is, because I'm curious to know.
What, I believe they actually have to list it. This is why you see.
Sam knows, will tell you.
Well, this is why you've got that.
Sorry, what did you say? Sorry, I missed what you said there.
Sam knows.
Sam
So
knows.
yeah.
Oh, that's ADSL. That might not tell you anything about fibre.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is completely different.
Well, I don't know about completely. It's their own cable.
Checking it.
Yeah, that's the point. It's not 20. It's not fucking ancient technology.
I don't think you understand, Max. 20-1 would be a fantastic contention ratio. Yeah, 200-1 is a bad contention ratio. 20-1, you are fucking king of the internet with that. That's a really good contention bandwidth. I don't know what mine's at, but I say I get packet shaping in my favour because I pay extra, because PlusNet offer that for businesses. But yeah, I'd be curious to know what Virgin actually lists their contention as, because obviously they don't have, I think you're on 300 megabit, they don't have 300 megabit for every customer. Not even close, because it would be far too expensive. And I'm not sure about Google, because they also offer gigabit, was it 10 gigabit fibre, but I don't know what their contention ratio is. So it's one of those, you've got 10 gigabits of bandwidth, star, as long as you don't try and use it and nobody else is trying to use it. Jag account, I'm streaming this everywhere. Mixer, Twitch, Project Games, YouTube, all sorts. Carolyn, if you...
Well, I can get BT5 with the premises.
If you look at the... Yeah, if you want to pay for it. If you look at the deformation... So it deforms the grounds that go under it. The physics are absolutely top in this game. I can't show you much because I'm in the wrong vehicle to really show it off, but you can see there all the suspension, all the prop shaft.
Sam knows is well out of date.
Why? What's it say?
It says following information details the availability of cable broadband in your area. Tick. Virgin Media cable is available in your postcode. Service available: broadband, digital TV, telephone, 50 megabits. No, it's not. It's much higher than that. Maybe it's just one number. I don't know. It doesn't give me contention ratios.
That's a
Why don't I check
pity.
that?
I mean, I'd just probably Google. I'd probably just Google Virgin Media contention ratio and see what results I got back.
Yeah, that might be sensible.
I say if it was 20-1, I honestly, that's great, because that assumes that only 1 in 20 households is using it, and that's great.
But that was very, very old.
But in the middle of London, you ain't going to get 20-1 unless you're a fucking king. You're getting hundreds to one sometimes. It's massively oversubscribed. Virgin essentially give you massive bandwidth by going on the assumption that most people don't need 300 megabits, so it doesn't really matter. They're offering you 300 megabit because you never use it, as a rule of thumb.
Yes, use some of it.
Yeah.
But it sounds impressive.
It sounds impressive
It's
until...
nice when you do a download though and you get all of it very quickly.
Yeah. But you don't get all of it very long, so it's fine. You've just basically slowed down somebody else's internet a little bit.
Or,
but Netflix is...
neither.
For a Netflix stream, it's... Well, no, it has to, like I said, because...
No, you don't know if everyone's using... Say they've got a gigabit,
Yeah.
say for 20 people.
No.
Right,
If you don't...
and
Wait.
people aren't
No.
there.
If you've got 300 megabit and the contention ratio is 20-1, you share 300 megabit with 19 other people. That is what 20-1 means.
Okay.
Literally
We're going to argue about this.
It's not an argument, because I'm telling you a fact here. That's how it works. It's not an opinion.
That's how it works.
So what if next door's got 10 megabits? Does that mean the entire street's bandwidth goes down? What are you on about?
If you're downloading something at 300, let's say there's a 21 contention ratio. Rob, there are 20 people in your stream. You have 300 megabits of bandwidth, and it's a 21 contention ratio.
You don't know that. You don't know what the bandwidth is. You're making an assumption on that.
You have 300 megabits of bandwidth at 20-1 contention ratio, and you are downloading a file at 300 megabits per second. So it's coming down at that speed. If somebody else in that 20-1 ratio starts to download a file at 10 megabits per second, your bandwidth drops to 290. That's it. There is only 300 megabits from your central 20-1 box up to the internet, and it is shared at a ratio.
There isn't. The television's got its own line, as has the guest networks. that Virgin Media advertise on their routers as well.
That's on the router.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's that option turned on at the moment. But anyway, the point is that when you look it up, they say this is on a dedicated line. It won't affect your bandwidth.
That just means they've reserved a bit of bandwidth for it. Emphasis there on reservation. But
I'm saying is, I don't think the whole street has 300 megabits shared. I think the street's got something like a gigabit shared, and they only cap you to whatever you're paying for.
yes, but then you just divide down one by the other. You divide down total bandwidth by users.
But they don't they don't tell you how much they're offering, do they? In terms of how much their total backbone is in your area.
Yes, but then you divide that up because your street's only sort of a sub router. But if they've got extra bandwidth, that means that you're like using. If you're using 300 megabit and the central box has got 1,000 meg, well, let's say 900 megabit, yeah, and it's a 20-to-1 ratio. That's shared between 60 people, not 20 people. Make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
So you're sharing your bandwidth with 19 other people, but then it has a kind of a pool of 60 people that can mush it around it. On the basis you can probably get away with getting everybody enough bandwidth.
Oh shit!
I would be shocked. It was 21 would be great, honestly.
Given that Zen, I'm on Zen. Given that Zen writing articles about how ISPs shouldn't be cheap and should concentrate on giving good contention ratios, I'm hoping that I have a good contention ratio.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to find it out. I can't find it.
In the UK,
they're not published, and you can't check any.
In the
it's
UK,
just internal configuration for them.
In the UK, home broadband is on average 50-to-1, and business is on average 20-to-1.
Unless you have a leased line.
Well, yeah, that's when you. Yes, I'm not that rich.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think Virgin
I wonder
actually
how much
published
leased
it.
line is.
Well, let me put it this way, because everyone's like, there's a lot of naysaying going on. Every time I've asked for full bandwidth, I've got full bandwidth and more.
Right.
So every time I've gone to it to go, I'll have some more fuel, have some more bandwidth, whatever. I'll put it this way: if I do a big download, I don't get 200 megabits, which you're like, oh ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
No, I get 220.
Yeah, because it's
more than I'm paying for, 10% more.
It's dead easy to download. Yeah, it's dead easy to download a big file. That's the point, because it's not time critical. So if you've got 200 megabit, maybe you've got 250 megabit of actual bandwidth, so it can fluctuate a bit. So that's fine. There's not enough bandwidth available. You've gotten ahead of yourself. Compression kicks in, but that doesn't apply to games, because me sending you a packet in 1 second, that packet's out. Well, no, it's out of date. So if it gets lagged or delayed, they can't just buffer it up. So obviously you can deliver it to the central box and it will all cache, but none of that applies to real-time gaming, which is why some ISPs are much better for real-time gaming than others. Virgin is they've always made a big deal about their download speeds, because it's a single number. You can go, look, 300 megabit.
Big number trumps other number.
Yeah.
Same as cameras.
But it's very hard to say to them, well, what about the performance in gaming? Like, how would you measure that? Like, what number would you use?
Well, the only way to
latency, packet loss.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of numbers there. That's the problem. You can't sum it up in a single way.
Yes, and also
this is where Ofcom need to get involved and do a standard calculation, like.
Yeah, and then you would have like A rating, B rating, C rating, or something stupid like that.
Yeah. Exactly like you do with
but the problem is
energy ratings for houses.
The problem would be then. The problem would then be, you're favouring this ISP over this ISP, and we don't want that. So therefore, we're going to lower the standards so everyone gets a minimum of an A, even though A is like 10 megabits, 150 millisecond round trip ping and things like this. So it would be, they'd all complain, and you'd never be able to get that, because that's like saying, what's the sustained write speed out of your hard disk? You could never get that information for years at a time for spinning disks, because they were like, oh shit, they're not going to buy our hard disk.
Ofcom do publish stuff about similar things like that. They do publish the numbers of contention ratio, because Ofcom can ask the ISPs for the contention ratio.
Yeah, otherwise I could just say you've all got 10 gigabits, and they realise I've got one 10 gigabit backend. K-Overland, I understand that. I was trying to do a simplified example. It's more likely what it is max is a 21 contention ratio in a bigger pool of 100 people. So that contention is, it's not 20-to-1, it's 2,000 to 100. It's the same ratio, but they're banking on the fact that 1,900 of those people aren't using any fucking bandwidth at all.
or lots of lot. I think they're banking on lots of people watching television or watching something that is, well, in all intents and purposes, using a minimal amount of bandwidth compared to all of them downloading, all of them BitTorrenting. If everybody went BitTorrenting, it would just break the blooming internet.
Oh wait, I'm gonna wait for you to go past.
I wonder what else was to be. By the way.
I don't know. Oh, is that for what quest? 10 Hut.
Yeah, I'm going to bring 2 metal beams.
North.
I've got a trailer and I've got a flatbed. A sideboard. So I'm going to bring 2 metal beams down.
The problem is, to a degree, the sorting out of contention ratios and sub-box, that's trade secrets at that point. They don't really want to share. And I guarantee you, every single ISP on the planet is trying to get away with delivering you the minimum they can get away with. As long as it sounds good in advertising, that's enough.
Not mine.
Well, who are you with? Comcast?
Well, it's AT&T, but I have a bonded connection. My max is by the physical line itself.
Right, when you say bonded, I had a bonded connection and its maximum speed was
They had to run 2 lines because the single one was not sufficient for what they had agreed to sell me.
Yeah, I had one of those.
So
but
they had to bond multiple lines together in one aggregate.
That's over 20 years ago.
So, Esmir, you haven't given me the important information. I used to have a bonded line. It was 2 64 kilobit bonded lines, so...
We counted 2 phone calls, so it doubled the bill.
No, because ADSL was free by that point.
My download max is... The aggregate max is around 60, 62.
Megabit
that's
or megabyte?
Weird. How did you teleport the trailer from behind me to behind you?
Wow, that's great. So I get 80 megabit I get 80 megabit just through not living in the sticks. So
yay!
Yeah,
that's why I refuse to live in the sticks. Because I've got a friend who lives in the sticks, and not only does he get crap signal,
I used to get 300, so it was, but it's better than having Comcast.
I don't know how it works in America. In the UK, post-war, they couldn't afford to put copper in the ground because it was too expensive at the time, or too difficult, I don't know, whatever. So they put down aluminium instead, and that is now getting to the point where the aluminium is corroded so much it's breaking down.
There's none left, is there? Surely that's all been upgraded by now. But even BT, that in common, right?
No, there's not enough money to bother doing it in sort of. I'm going to say Arundel, local areas like rural areas like that. There's no money in it. Why would they bother spending any money doing that until enough people? I
seem to call the government promised to give everyone fast internet.
Oh, the government promised all sorts of shit.
Oh yeah, that was it.
That doesn't mean anything. What am I supposed to be doing? I'm twiddling my thumbs.
I don't know. I mean, we want to get 10 Hut done so we can get access to the top right of the level. So we're basically just unlocking stuff.
Okay. Deliver to Drummond Bridge, this, that, and the other.
Yeah, I
don't have any of those.
What do you have?
I think I've got the P16. Where it is?
What? So
I'm in the P16.
I think Tad is heading towards 10 Hut. So I'm gonna go back to the fuel station, grab a vehicle, and then we'll head up there. We'll head up to the port, which looks like it's got a bunch of quests. It also looks like it has a quest that needs a crane.
Oh, it's a watchtower there as well.
You can't. They're going to have to do the bridge, do 10 Hut to get to the port, right?
Yes, but that's what Tad is taking a lorry.
Oh, I see. There's a special cargo down there as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, special. So I go and look at that.
Oh no, because you've just never taken it home.
I'm trying to work out whether I should take the Pacific, which I kind of want to, or the Royal. Actually, I'll probably take the Royal because I think I just left it lying around.
That's what I was driving.
Oh, then I'll take the white light. No, what white lining? That's what I'm driving. I've got another vehicle somewhere.
Well, there's a vehicle at the entrance point.
I think that's Tad's.
No, it's my vehicle. I was towing a vehicle through the entrance point, and they both spawned in the same place.
Ah, come on! Is the vehicle's top speed? And close enough.
Tad, what have you got with you? What resources do you have?
Oh, this is the wrong. Max,
what kind of fuel?
Could you go and fill up the Western White Star that's on the bridge and it's out of fuel? It's just a little bit north of you. Well, I think someone may have left it running. Not me.
The one where what?
I guarantee you I turned that thing off.
Well,
Where?
Just
Sorry.
now. Just eats fuel for no reason.
it's just slightly
The
north of
gauge
you.
saying it's
just,
using 0.
It's just the other side of the bridge. On
Yeah,
that,
it's not showing me anything over there. I've got the sideboard trailer and the service trailer over there.
no, there's a.
Cousin Cletus.
Well, first of all, there's no sideboard trailer. Just the other side of the bridge.
This bridge, just literally north of us. The first bridge.
Just
you
north
can
of us
come
and then
across.
to the left, yeah.
Can you just show it on your map so I can have a look?
Yeah. I mean, those little. If you're continuing to get those little.
Dear.
Yeah, if you're
Yep.
continuing to get those packet loss symbols, that is absolutely gonna.
Yeah, I'm losing your packets. I've still got them. They are there for you and Tad.
Let me just.
So it's either you're losing packets or I'm losing packets. One or the other. I don't know what's against you guys and not against me, because when it's against me, it's up in the top right, I think.
Well, I'm going to assume it's you, just for the simple fact nobody else has got. Oh wait, hold on. What's going on, Rob?
I glitched for a second.
Right, they've cleared away again.
I think the game hanged.
Oh dear.
Then that happened.
Rob?
Right.
I'm going to leave the area and come back in again, because,
Me too.
you know, I don't know what's going on.
Hopefully, when I leave.
Oh!
I did so much work.
Did I just watch?
Oh no!
That was only me being in here where I was dragging it back to reality.
I can't. It's accelerating. Wait, and it slammed on the edge of the level, and now it's disappeared. The worst thing is, I can't enter it for some reason. Why can't I enter it?
I've just dragged that all the fucking way. I've been playing for half an hour.
What car were you driving, Rob? What was it? What truck?
That's my Royal, which is. And
That's. Well, the Royal is no longer. So what's happened is the Royal has flicked itself into an area I don't have mapped, so I can't click on it.
Well, I've just rejoined the region,
Uh-huh.
and the Royal is back.
No, it isn't. So what's
So
happened?
this is it glitching between where I think it is and where you think it is. I'm
I
going to try and do the mission.
You two are both having bad packet loss according to my client.
that's your connection to them. As if you just
You're not
got
going through some central point.
yeah me, but if everyone was seeing it, it's my fault. If it's just you seeing it, it's your fault. I assume
Right.
no one else has the little because I don't have the little. Ironically, why don't I have the marker to you? You think that would have made sense?
You would have had it up in the top right.
For me,
Top.
which is weird.
From my point of view, Tad, Forever, and DJ Arcos are both flagging with the red thing, and that's gone.
That's gone as well.
Yeah.
DJ Arcus was not Tad Forever.
Oh my God, Rob. Why
I'm going
can't?
to do this mission.
Okay, why
and I'm
can't
gonna
I get?
fight your machine.
Why can I not get into your car?
That's
That's much more of a. Oh God, you're smashing stuff around now. Sorry, Tad. Let me get this out of your way. Oh. Okay.
Good. Leave that right there.
Allow me just to check that I'm not like got loads of CPU time disappeared on something else.
or like encoding.
Actually, right now I don't. I can drop it a bit. 2 seconds, guys. I'm just gonna drop stream quality a little bit, see if that helps the thing. So I did say, oh well, on the other side of the bridge, brilliant. And oh no, but I'm not the right way out.
In the world?
So Rob, you see, lives in the middle of London, and to him, 51 to contention ratio is a thing of dreams. What annoys
What
me?
bandwidth does he get?
I'm on 10.
Remember, it's not about the peak bandwidth. That's never a question. It's the low end. It's when it's bad. That's when you need to worry. Like when it's good, it's good. That's great.
Cool.
But you know, if it occasionally catches fire, that's never quite so good. So I've,
Exactly live in like the centre of the city.
yeah, but Rob, have you seen yourself on the stream?
I've seen stuff on the street.
Right, close the stream then, because your internet's playing up like shit.
I've got a picture. It's glorious.
So this is part of the issue. So if you do a speed
If
test,
you think I'm sexy and you want my body.
so problem with speed tests is lots of ISPs have.
Detect them and then go, oh, it's a speed test, we'll give it full bandwidth.
Oh yes, but that's why there's some great ones. That's why Google does one. Because Google are like, go on then, do that. Like either you can't because it's just coming from Google.
Stop flying away.
I don't understand why it's quite so ridiculously stupid. I'm getting it now.
Whoa, that is the ship. The whoa,
Do it.
I'm in it.
it's just teleporting across
So
the map.
I don't understand what part of physics is making it do this. Like
Yeah, that's freaky
What
weird.
the hell?
Can
Like-
you try driving it away from here? Maybe.
yeah, I'll just drive off, Robbie. Let me just start it up. No, it's alright.
You're gonna get stalled in a minute. The angle you're at.
I've got good news and bad news. The good news is that it's falling
It's
downwards.
broken.
Oh no, I'm gonna jump over the moon. Yes, the good
How
Because-
did you break the engine?
because physics, because it's received a massive force.
Right. Well, in that case, I'm going to bring my Derry Longhorn.
But it's okay. The good news is it's coming back downwards. The bad news is, well, yeah, Rob. I mean, honestly, make sure you're not. Oh, wow! It landed perfectly and smoothly. Oh, I'm going to build
A tree.
I'm going to build a nest here. There you go, Rob. Problem solved.
Right.
So why can't I get into your Khan?
Let me see.
Oh dear.
That's not my Khan. I can't get into it.
Hold on. That Khan was on the back of your truck.
No, that Khan was being towed by my truck.
Okay. Tad, why haven't you fixed the bridge? Stop messing around. Come on, man.
Well, that's very disturbing because it.
I needed the concrete and I got booted.
If I can't get back into my. Oh, fuck. I'm just going to leave the game and then come back, which will remove
Oh,
my Khan.
whoa! Did you just leave the game?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
You moved to the garage.
Yeah.
I've moved to the garage in a different area. Unless I accidentally clicked on something, which is, I guess, possible.
See you click on anything.
I'm going to go back into my Royal and see...
This is refusing to exit. Just delightful.
Gravity apparently is optional today. So yeah, I'm 99.9% sure.
That trailer, there's a trailer I need you. Turn your lights on. Can you see my trailer?
Yes, inside that rock somewhere.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's your trailer.
Oh wait, I found it.
You're right around.
I found it. I think. Let me see if I can winch onto it. No. Is that not possible then? That you can actually end up losing all your... I guess you can always buy more. Yeah, that's actually gone underneath the level. That one's empty.
There it is.
No, before I start, this is the first... so I reckon we've seen 3 or 4 occurrences of this in 100 hours of multiplayer play. Rob was being fucking stupid and decided as a network client to have a truck towing a trailer dragging another truck. If you'd asked Rob, I would have driven it for you.
You did not like that.
It does not like that. It is what's known as a complex island. Right, so
Okay.
the Pacific's okay.
Complex island. That is useful.
Yeah.
But in the game as a physics tornado.
There's no way that it should go. Wait. That's too much physics. At that point, it should go. You know what? We're just gonna slow everything down. We'll freeze the vehicle. It's obviously just spun too quick. Stop dead. Vehicles cannot fly upwards at 7,000 miles an hour. Maximum upward speed should be 10 miles an hour or something. Right. So what's this new paid for? Pay to win that I bought.
Truck?
Yeah. Oh, truck not available in the
Got it
USA.
too.
Wait, so I have to go to another place, come back.
What?
Rob, were you driving around a truck that wasn't available? So, do I have to go
You
to
can't
Russia?
buy it in the USA.
So I
Just go to.
If I do that, I'll kick everybody out. So to buy that, I have to click on Russia, click on garage, click on buy, then come back again.
Apparently,
Why
I
would
was
you-
in Russia when I bought it. But
Why would you make me do that? Not you. Why would the game decide that?
Arbitrary game is arbitrary.
That's just weird. Unfortunately, I don't have a good sort of suggestion for fixing it. I'm just looking at my traffic analyzer, which is very swish, isn't it? I've done a 25... Oh, hold on a minute.
What's your Swish traffic analyzer? You say isn't it, as if people can see it.
It's on the router.
Yeah, I'm just noticing apparently right now. Oh, of course, I'm like, I've used loads of bandwidth. Interesting. But yes, of course I fucking am. It's the stream.
A Windows update.
Yeah, I've uploaded 8 gigabytes today. Though I did stream till 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Did I? No, we didn't.
12 hours worth?
Anyway, so yeah, that's including earlier stuff because I was like, my Xbox One is downloaded 2.5 gigs as I watched an episode of The Office. Fascinating. So my PC, what I am using, has done 10 gigabytes, which is what I expect. My other PC, which does nothing but occasionally browse the internet, but it's also done 10 gigabytes. Also, I run Skype, but I'm not doing anything in Skype, and I have still managed to use 20 megabytes on Skype today. Oh, I've got given the Khan Marshal for free. Great.
Ah, cool. For free. For money, you mean?
Okay,
Ooh.
let's get the better gearbox.
Okay, so here's a comment from Virgin Media from 2018, and the person goes, "Can you tell me what the actual contention ratio for broadband distribution in this country residential use, please?" Blah blah blah.
Virgin Media,
and that says,
no.
"Our network doesn't really work on contention ratio basis, therefore I'm able to provide new figures for this."
You can't.
Sorry to hear about contention.
You can't just say,
blah, blah, blah.
no, it doesn't. That doesn't work. You have to say.
It works differently, sure.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't buy that, but they don't explain any detail about it.
But fundamentally, they have bought a number of bandwidth. They've bought, a terabit of bandwidth.
No, it depends if you're on their cable versus their ADSL, right?
Yeah,
Because if
but-
the cable for their cables, then
Yeah, but it's when you leave. It's the leaving of their network that's the important part. Like that's a weird.
I thought the contention ratio is between you and your neighbours and the data center, right?
There you go read
The
that.
data center, they can get gigabits out to the data center way more than you can get.
But just responding with that's not how it works. All right, okay, cool. How does it work? Like that our internet doesn't work on a contention ratio basis. Either means they have enough bandwidth for everyone, which is amazing. They actually do work on a contention ratio and he's lying, or he doesn't have a clue what he's talking about, or another. I mean, I don't work for an ISP. Dave would probably be a better person to explain, but you can't just say, oh, we don't work like that. How do you work?
Thank you for your question, but I don't.
I sincerely doubt they have more bandwidth available than what then is available. I doubt they have more bandwidth available than they're selling. That would be cool. Okay, steering wheel, high gear ratio. High gear is down on the D-pad. Kevin, I'm using a 4-2 steering wheel. Oh my god, this thing's got 6 gears. 4th. Oh, this is all going to go spectacularly wrong. Oh, back to 1st. And I'm just going to put it in 2nd. And high... Oh, wrong button. High gear ratio. So how come my reward for buying a freebie, for buying the season pass, is a vehicle that's really fast? The fuck is a very fast vehicle's use in this game?
This game hates fast vehicles.
Well, this vehicle is very fast.
So I think what I'm reading from this website is they're basically saying depends how many houses are plugged into your local uplink.
That's literally
Yeah, that's what contention ratio means.
Yeah, but
That's literally what we've been explaining.
no, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But they're saying that you get a shitload of bandwidth on every single connection. Every house has multiple connections.
Yeah, so you're
So
connected
you'd
to
never
multiple
feel it.
hubs. Well, yeah, until like if
So you
they,
get one line of 250 megabits and you get about 10 connections, 10, 12.
yeah. So then they have,
Crazy.
but then they have, yeah. I mean, up from that box is 350 megabit, and then you share it 10 to 1. But like if they have like I'd say a terabit of bandwidth and they're selling 20 terabits of bandwidth across their whole network, then it's 20 to 1. Or as I said, they actually do have more backbone bandwidth than they're selling, which I absolutely don't believe, because they would crow about that left, right and centre. Like they would just make such a big deal of that, wouldn't they? That would just be, we have no contention ratios. Like, oh my god. And then of course they would immediately get contention ratios because everybody would hop ship to them.
Well, that's the problem, they can't. Because it's down to where the actual cables are laid.
Yeah, but they will late. I mean, they keep telling me there's virgin bandwidth in my area. Do I want it? I did think about getting it as a backup.
The short answer is depends if they've got a cable in front of your front door or not.
Yeah,
So
but
they've got to dig up the road. And they're not going to dig up your road, are they?
Cable tel, NTL, all that.
it doesn't handle very well. I don't understand. So this is my reward for buying the expansion. Okay, this is what they've given me.
That's one of the things they've given you.
And some skins.
No, there's another track. Well, I don't know where it is, but there's another track.
What is it?
Oh, no, it's the one with the
This one's impossible to drive. I can't even get somewhere quickly because their physics engine is absolutely geared up for vehicles doing less than 5 kilometers per hour. It's not geared up for whatever insane velocity this thing hit. 30. 60.
65 on the airstrip.
What airstrip?
The airstrip in Alaska, the one I told you was there.
Is there a mission to do a lap of the airstrip and get some money for it?
Well, it's an airstrip. That's it.
Okay, internal view. I've got sweat on, like resting the steering wheel here. Oh, let's engage.
I'm going to drop out, guys.
Alrighty, maybe it'll work better tomorrow.
Maybe. Okay.
Night.
Night for now. Laters, bye.
I get this problem with OBS. It's very hard to debug. Oh, something's wrong. Like if I reboot my router, it might fix it. Max might need to stop his child just streaming 4K video. It might be. It could be anything. It's so hard to track these things down. Like OBS.
With me here, it could be a shark eating the transatlantic cable.
Yeah, but that shouldn't affect. Well,
it shouldn't affect Max.
It shouldn't affect anything. The server should just go, here's what's going on. I don't give a shit what you think. And I'm not accepting that particular impulse. It's too much. I say, but this is why it boggles my mind. Astroneer still has that issue.
So that's interesting. You think you're moving at the speed of light. Actually, you're here.
But it's not like your vehicles were moving, had far too much rotational velocity, like way more than is sensible. You just go, that's stupid, it's now 0. Don't even need to clamp it, you just go, no, 0, fix it. And if it starts to jiggle again, you start trying to resolve it to a safe point. These are, like when it works, which is nearly all the time, it's great. When it doesn't, it's a pain in the ass. I don't even know why I'm bringing this. It's. I assume if I put it in low gear.
You didn't even put your nice paint job on.
Yeah, it's not that nice, is it? Thank you for paying. I mean, if you can buy this vehicle separately, but it's £2.50. Thanks for £2.50. Here's a shit skin. Whereas we were playing Bloons yesterday, and they've got a bunch of cosmetics, and they're awesome. Like really, really, really cool looking cosmetics. This is just the route I took earlier, so I had it memorised in my brain. This vehicle's shit and I hate it. I'm just going to leave it there.
Probably good for Alaska.
Okay, so your Tiger is still sideways. Your Royal is my Royal. The P16's there. So what do we have to take to 10 Hut?
Concrete slabs, I'm fixing it now.
But where can you... Oh, you've got one, have you?
I know where one is. It's the one on the trailer I flipped, so I've got my big crane to fix it.
Alrighty, let me bring my my new truck because I like it.
While you've got the big crane, you should do that.
Yeah.
Lift that special up onto some tractor somewhere.
Oh, the ones that are hanging off the road? Yeah, I could snatch them up for you.
Not that I have anything. Like, I guess you could just put it on the back of my truck and I'll winch it along with it. Fingers crossed it won't fall.
I think winches hook onto cargo. Crane winches do, but not vehicle winches.
We're currently on a very dry part of the level, so though the game does have wonderful physics, you're not really seeing it. Alright, so is it this sideboard trailer here?
Yeah.
It's alright, I'll take that. Because you've got a crane and the physics
Pretty
isn't-
fixed.
Huh?
Flip that sucker on when I was... Interesting.
That's why you went to get the crane, because you thought it was
Oh, you've got to be joking me! You have got to be joking me!
How did you do that?
I saw
I'm
you,
impressed.
and I just wanted to be like you, and flip my vehicle.
Alright, let's see what I can do.
Is your crane powerful enough to lift that?
It depends on where I can snatch it to.
You're not going to lift him. You might be able to tug him off.
Pull me off.
Yeah.
No, you're attached to the bottom, not the top. Yes, attach to the top, not the bottom. If you attach to the top and then drive off that cliff, that should roll me the right way up. It does. Oh god, the physics.
As long as you don't let go of the winch, then once he's the right way up, he can take you.
Aim.
Yeah, the crane's rotational motor has no power whatsoever.
Yeah, you might just have to use a regular old winch.
It didn't even do anything.
It did. It snapped.
It's just... It stretched the wire out until the...
Yeah, they are weak.
caught up with it,
They're
and it's like,
weak.
nah.
They are weak. But if you drive forward, you should be able to hopefully roll me the right way with your regular winch and your legs. Them legs. Careful of that massive rock underneath you. Ground textures are nice though. You know, all nice in 3D. There's a fan in my
what I've
vehicle.
just realised is Tad's not showing up on the network players list.
Oh, no, it's not. You are though.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have either of you.
Either. It's interesting that both my connection and my connection to you is apparently red. Your connect, but for you, it seems fine. Not having a good day with networks today, aren't you?
No, I mean the game is a little sensitive, but then we have no idea how bad it is. I mean, right now, if I actually monitor my traffic, got a fancy pants traffic monitor. Right now, at this point, I am wired. I am shoving up. What's OBS using? 3.5 megabit. The thing is, it might not be you. It might not be Max. It could very well be me, because of course I am using a substantial percentage of my upstream. That's the my substantial portion of my upstream, and it is a Sunday evening. Come on, Tad. Come on. Right. Drive forward, legs out.
Come on, game.
That's it. Now winch on and then throw yourself off the cliff. And because what you have now, it's called potential energy, and you can turn that into kinetic energy. Wait, hold on. Wait. Don't do anything. No, that's doing something. You're not listening, Tad. Look at your. I can't show you it. Hold on. Let me just edit the picture. It's obviously this is only
Your
what.
leg is on your wheel.
No, it's not on his wheel. That would be fine. It's going through the middle of his wheel.
That would be interesting. What physics decides to do.
Well, yeah, but it's only that's the client. So yes, if you look there, the crane is actually bedded itself
Come on,
through.
game.
No, just do it in. I've done it in Discord.
Just reset your crane.
No, because it's only my client representation. So it stabbed it through your wheel.
What your machine thinks is not important to do.
Jacob Cat. So I mean, you guys, how many hours do you reckon that we've put in? 100 hours on stream, maybe? worse. So, check out, we're like 20% of the way through, and we played this multiplayer loads. How have you got diff lock? That's it. Come on. Come on, winch, winch, winch. I don't hear a rrrr noise. Winch. Are you winching? Oh, shit, sorry, I touched the pedals.
That's the most infuriating thing.
Well, I touched the pedals, it started the engine, and then the engine stalled, and then it cut the cable. Well, I've got the season pass, but only because to the new levels coming, it's got thin ice, and that's just going to be brilliant.
Oh, sounds awful.
There's something perverse about saying, "Oh, I'm really looking forward to the new level because it's going to be really hard."
It's more funny than hard, is what I'm looking at. Let me come around with my Vic and see if I can lend some more fail.
Oh, man.
Tried it. Apparently, you being in it was keeping me from flipping it.
That is how physics
I
work.
don't know what you want to make of that,
Oh,
but
you guys. I mean, all the way down here.
I really need to rebind those controls at some point.
if they let you.
Oh shit! Driving at full speed narrowly drove straight up a ramp bit of the crash barrier.
I see the wheel sinking into the mud. Fair, I mean, we've played a lot of games over the last 2 or 3 months, and this has been a reasonably well-behaved one, as they go. Some of them have been just horrendous. Like, actually, we have fought tooth and nail to keep it working, and even then that hasn't been enough sometimes. Okay, so where am I going? To there. To here. Wait, Rob, what are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Just answer the question.
I'm driving down a road.
What are you carrying? Are you good? Is it? Should I stay away from you?
No, just a big truck. I was going to come and tow you.
Yeah, we actually bought the game, I think, all of us, because we all discovered we had a coupon. I think came with Overcooked, which was free. Oh no, you know what bug we've got now? It's stuck in low gear. Oh wait, I've got a high gear on this truck. Let me engage high gear.
You're about to go through a whole mess of mud.
The engine is stalling. Okay, let's try again.
I'm going to be going fast enough to get into high gear.
That's not how it works. Slip the clutch, you useless driver.
What is hard?
Yeah, but I've got the bug where it's stuck me in low gear. The problem is with the realistic physics engine, they're approaching the limits of numerical accuracies on current computers. Like, it's as good as you can get without moving to a new generation of hardware. And we haven't
that
had
barely exists yet.
Well, we haven't really had a leap. I mean, there was a point where you could buy physics engine processing hardware cards, but they didn't sell. And nowadays, you can put PhysX running on your GPU, which is cool and
The
all.
same thing, right?
Yeah, but I could buy another GPU and run PhysX on there. Like, no problems. I'll buy a cheap
Well,
GPU.
AMD was saying we're not a graphics card company, we're a accelerated computing company.
Yeah.
The game was the first.
Sure. So you want? Let's do that. Let's do that. So you just bought another. You've got a cheap. Let's say you just bought an old GeForce 970 or something like that. You know, a fairly good card, just to run your physics. Now tell me any game that lets you choose which video card does your physics processing. And more importantly, this game uses Havoc, not PhysX, so it doesn't even have any hardware support.
Buy another CPU.
Again, same thing applies. It's not right. I mean, CPUs are not as good as GPUs in doing massively parallel tasks.
No, but more is more.
Yeah, but again, you find me a way I can actually stick a CPU on a daughter card and then tell the game to use that. No, I'm good. Don't winch onto me. It's all going to go wrong. Just be there in case I need you. This is literally top speed. What if I stop the engine? Rob, you've got the internet. Can you just Google something like Snowrunner stuck in low gear? See if you've got if there's a solution for it.
I scout structure stuck in high range and low gear.
It seems to be when the engine is stalled and you teleport into it or some such.
No, that's.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon.
Actually being stuck in low gear, but you're not actually in low gear.
No.
It just thinks you're in low gear.
Yeah, I by the way, suggest you watch on Mixer because it has the lowest latency. I also like YouTube because you can just skip forwards in the stream.
I'm going to ask on the Discord.
Mixer was gone.
Not to the end of the month. I mean, I haven't heard anything official about that. Like, I don't know whether or not they're just going to migrate me to Facebook Gaming, or they're going to upgrade my Facebook Gaming account. Because currently, Restream charges you money to restream to Facebook, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. Currently, running this stream costs me more electricity than the ad revenue I make. Oh, look at the physics. Look at that glory.
How many times do you smack?
Pardon? How many times do I smack? Now the vehicle has stopped moving.
How many times do you put the Twitch ads on?
Never, because I use Restream, and I don't have enough people watching to actually make any money from that anyway.
You would if you had some nice ads to watch instead of your stream.
Oi. Welcome to the advert channel where it's just 24/7 adverts.
QVC.
Hey man, I would sit here and I would advertise stuff going, and this is a Dollar Shave Club, or oh god, I tell you what, could NordVPN just fuck off advertising on stuff I watch? I am never buying it. Fuck off. Every third video I watch is a NordVPN advert on it. Maybe lower my mouse sensitivity. No. So I can put it into low. Alright? When I'm driving low, this happens. Now I'll put it into automatic. It's exactly the same. It's in low.
Lowering mouse sensitivity, I think, is because the person who wrote that question on the forum had their mouse sensitivity so high they couldn't get
into low. Yeah. So I'm not in low gear, but the truck is driving as if I am in low gear. Like, I can put it to high gear, but it stalls. And I can put it to auto, and it never gets out of first. I mean, to be fair, not that I get a lot more speed up here, but it would be nice to get a little bit more than this.
Get more than this speed out of it.
If I teleport to another vehicle and back again, do you think that'll fix it?
Pretty bad.
Let me teleport into Tad's vehicle. Oh no, it's rolled. Let me teleport back again. I mean, there are some very... go wrong, overall I like this game a lot, but there are some very annoying issues. For example, when I go into a menu, if my vehicle is at an angle or moving, the force feedback moves the steering wheel. So I am unable to click on anything whilst that happens, because every time the force feedback moves, it detects the wheel moving and hides the mouse cursor. Then I move the mouse cursor and it switches back to mouse mode. So you can see that, if I go to the map, you see that? Ah. You see it snapping back to the centre every time the steering moves a bit. So there's lots of weird little things, but the fundamental drive around physics, mud, graphics are just superb. I mean, it's not perfect. For example, it's raining now, and the truck doesn't look wet. But yeah, it's fairly minor.
It's raining where I am.
And it's not
But
synchronized.
me on the screen.
And the weather's not synchronized. No, the truck's paint job's not wet. It's no different.
Oh.
Like the wheels are quite wet, but that thing's a programmed in the mud. Wait, so what level are you now, Esmia? You sailed past me.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, what level are you?
I've been trying to figure out how to do the damn expedition.
You've got to take some monkeys with you, and then you repeatedly do levels until you lose them all.
Right, I keep getting stuck in the third one.
Well, you suck, get better. Get good scrub.
Adam, get out of your truck.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get better.
I've done that.
You go get in another truck, and I'm going to get in yours and see if I can fix the gears.
I am... Oops. I'm in another truck. Sorry, Tad, but on the bright
I'm gonna
side...
try and see what gear I can get into.
EJ, can
Yes.
you jump over to that West Star 4964 at the fuel station and attach that cargo I dumped into it?
I've bloody stalled.
Tad. Let me use my magic powers. Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you, Jackie Cat. I should be doing some announcements about Fortress Craft 2 fairly soon. I've been doing an awful lot of work on technology recently. Where do I take that to? Is that special
I'm
cargo?
not sure which mission that is.
Special cargo. I do like the country and western going on here with the at the radio.
Because you're next to the station.
To the garage, yeah, I like that. So Fortress Craft 2 is easy.
Oh lord, when you
Back on.
flipped the P12, you put such a massive divot in the road.
I do like how it does that.
Yeah, so Fortress Craft 2 is still in process. I haven't been on it much because I've been trying to get another game shipped, and that's about ready to leave early access now. But I have been doing some work towards a much improved Fortress Craft engine. Fortress Craft Phoenix should benefit from that. Greatly. I mean, enormous amounts of improvements. A lot of it is in part down to the fact I've got access to .NET 4 now, so I've got some fancy new stuff like priority queues and things. We had hand rolled. I think we wrote our own ring buffer, our own concurrent queue. Yeah, quite annoyingly, with queues, you can't insert stuff into the beginning of a queue, just the end. And so I had to run 2 queues earlier rather than insert stuff at the beginning or the end, depending on.
It is a queue.
Yeah, but I understand partway through, but a queue is essentially a ring buffer internally. So I should be able to insert into either end of it. Not in the middle, because then you need to reshuffle the queue. But inserting the beginning and the end should work identically. What? Why?
Just finally realized what that picture you put up shows.
Ah, yes. Yeah, Fortress Craft 2 is called Fortress Craft Phoenix.
Outrigger in the tire.
But it looks like I will be involved in another voxel game, which will probably be available before Fortress Craft 2, and that'll be using the same base engine. Fortress Craft 2 engine is spectacular. The real problem with Fortress Craft really is the art, but that's because we don't have millions of money.
Why can't you get some millions of money?
He's doing the best he can.
I'm doing the best I can. Oh, you're ahead of me then. Well, to be fair, I haven't actually played Bloons very much. I've done my daily collection of stuff. But I did enjoy it multiplayer a lot. That was good fun. What engine? Well, it doesn't really have a name. The Fortress Craft engine?
Fortress Craft engine.
It doesn't have a name.
Running on the Unity.
We're using. It's much safer and fair to say we're using Unity as a renderer because we're not using much of Unity. We don't even use game objects most of the time. It's all fundamentally done on threaded code, pushed forwards to GPU instance lists. I mean, Unity takes care of some of the graphic stuff and input, but not much else.
park these concrete blocks here?
I always make sure I say that though, because I'm not using Unity as an engine. I'm using Unity as a renderer.
Oh, that concrete slab. I dumped Adam's truck, and I'm just going to go.
What?
Coming and bringing mine. I drove yours off a cliff just for shits and giggles. No, I didn't.
It's not even based off Unity. I'm using Unity to render stuff to the screen. I'm not using any Unity physics. I'm not using any Unity occlusion culling, backlighting, global illumination. None of that. So it's pretty much it is my renderer. But most of the code does not exist. Like most of the processing does not exist in Unity space. It exists in my own threaded .NET space. Yes. Made the engine.
So you're using the runtime, basically.
Tad.
Yes.
I went to the place where the arrow was, and it's not pick up from here, drop off from here. It's pick up from here. So there's another one pick up here. I can't winch onto it and just drag it around like the end of Fast and Furious 7, right? Have you seen that one? Where
What have you done?
Have you seen that one? They see the safe and they connect the safe up to 2 Mustangs and just drive it through the streets. Anyone?
What is it? Those Pirates of the Caribbean?
That was the whole.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous. It's absolutely stupid and it looks ridiculously fake. And I had a look into it, and that's literally what they did. They literally dragged it behind 2 Mustangs on some steel cables and filmed it. And I was like, holy shit. Whereas the Pirates of the Caribbean one obviously looks ridiculous, but yeah, kind of like that. But yeah, it was. If you've not seen it, that sequence alone is worth watching because then it's not CGI. It's.
What film?
I think it's Fast and Furious 7, might be 6, might be 8. The one where they see the safe and drag it out of the building with 2 sports cars.
That makes.
When they were in Brazil.
That doesn't narrow it down. Okay, Tad.
Fast and Furious 9 is going into space,
Really?
according to some stupid headline I saw.
Sweet! I love the Fast and Furious films. They're just brilliant.
Last one I saw was, I think, 5.
I went to see Fast and
It was
Furious
the
films.
one right after, what's his face died?
Paul Walker. So,
Yeah,
with the Fast and Furious films, obviously I worked on the Burnout games, which were essentially... Burnout 2 was essentially Fast and Furious without the license. We had a lot of vehicles heavily inspired by the Fast and Furious. So me and a friend of mine, we've seen all the Fast and Furious films. We make a special outing wherever we are in the country. We meet up and we go and watch them. And, oh cool. And for one of them, we dragged a friend along. And they hadn't seen it, so they dropped into like number 7, and they're like, what's going on? I'm like, they're going across the ice floes and racing a nuclear submarine that's firing torpedoes at them through the ice. Keep up. And I'm like, what? Like that actually happened. I'm not making it up. That's actually part of the film. I'm like, what's going on now? They've gone to Dubai and they're on the 100th floor of a tower and they've just jumped a special rare car from one building to another and now they're driving to the other building. And it's like, what? It's completely batshit in a wonderful, 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 as films should be way. Okay, Tad, I've left my vehicle parked next to the special car.
Batshit?
Absolutely
But not
batshit.
Sharknado level.
No, just about. Is this real? Just about that level. Okay, so does this mean that you guys can come and save Tad's truck? Oh, it's only half.
Lord.
I'm
You're
gonna,
done.
no, the physics did that earlier. I'm going to go and grab a drink, by the way, and then we will carry on.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, me. Right, so I think we need some concrete blocks, or one concrete block,
What? What's happened?
to the bridge. What?
Just fix the bridge.
No, we need some concrete blocks as well. There's 2 levels. You've got to do the framework and the
Oh yeah.
roadbed. And unfortunately, I've got 2 vehicles down here. Neither of them can attach to this shitty little flatbed trailer.
Well, you brought a truck that immediately crashed the game. So
Yes. It's not here though. I have to reset it.
Or quite most of my suspension.
So fortunately, I should be able to tow it. Well, I hope I can tow it with my car, which is just on the other side of the map. I like how my box of spare parts on the top of my truck says vehicle spare parts.
It's
Yeah. That was perfect sense. One of those things that is so obvious. Why would anybody ever actually write it? Adam was criticising the car, but I think it's designed for really wet mud. It's got really big, fat, soft tyres.
yeah. Thought so too when I saw it. I'm like, oh wow, probably just floats over mud and water.
Unfortunately, we've just taken it straight along the main road the whole way here, and it's been a nightmare because you get the slightest bit of bubble and it goes everywhere. Now I'm drifting it, mud. Oh, bloody hell. I just realised I do have a tow hitch. I have a very light, the lightest amount of tow hitch.
So, Jagger Cat, in answer to your question, I've just named the Fortresscraft engine, and it's called the Super Build engine.
It's called a super what?
Super Build, because that's one of the best
Super
things. Yeah, it's one of the best things in Fortresscraft.
Notice how quick I made a mod that does that.
Huh?
I made a mod to do that.
You made a mod do
He
what?
made it himself
Who did?
in my friend Minecraft.
Oh, yes, I've seen
Super Build.
Super Build turn up a few times in Minecraft. It's
One of the most things it's one of the things that I miss the most whenever I get dragged into having to play that one.
Do you know where it came from?
No idea.
There are no
I
original
don't
ideas.
remember.
There are no original ideas. It came from... You're going to laugh. Anyone have a guess where we nicked it from? Said this
Yes.
before. There are no original ideas. No, we nicked it from Yog Ventures. That made everyone go quiet. Yog Ventures was a game by Yog's Cast where it was... I'll sum it up. They did a Kickstarter. They promised everything in the game. They made $3 million. They made $3 million in the Kickstarter, I believe. Then the developer got about 1/6 of that. Then the people who had developed the voxel engine tech for the Kickstarter demo said, "Look, if you just make $3 million, I want some." So they had to stop using the tech and start again. The guy doing it was an artist. They had no programmers on board. They had no money to hire it because Yogs took $2.5 million. This is ours, and they didn't need, after Kickstarter fees and everything, didn't need them enough money to make the game. So the game failed. I think it just about came out, but it just completely failed. So, but they promised everything, and I did quite a detailed breakdown of everything they were promising and how long it would take, because they were like, full procedural randomized loot system. I'm like, dude, that's 6 months. Just that alone is 6 months just to sort of kind of get it going, let alone to get it well balanced. And they were promising absolutely everything, and people bought into it and gave them money. And in the end, I think what they did is they fobbed them off by giving them another game, and then Yogs basically said, "What's the point of this now?" But one of the features they had was Super Build, or Build to Me, as we called it in the original Fortresscraft, and it was a great idea, and I'm very glad I nicked it from the defunct game. So Wintercool...
That's what Dyer calls his Build to Me.
Build to Me, yeah. Well, that's what it's called in Fortresscraft Xbox. But yeah, Wintercool, if you're watching, thank you. I'm sorry about Yogscast. Sorry, if you're not 9 years old, you probably don't know who Yogscast are, so just don't worry about it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, burn.
I do have a trailer hitch on my Marshall, but I can't use it.
Jack, I think one of the worst things about this game, or the worst thing about us, is we tend to spend the entire night buggering about doing stuff and just driving around having fun and not really achieving very much. Also, I have a hangnail and it's really sore. I keep banging it when I'm using the steering wheel. Because apparently this is my life now. Broke my arm 2 years ago, now I've got a sore thumb. You see, the wheels look lovely and wet. Proper shiny, shiny glory. Might help if I engage all-wheel drive. Tad, I've left the vehicle right by the other storage. If you want me to, if you want me to grab it, I will.
So I think the tab part is bugged out because it says that I have the cargo, but I can't unload it.
Move the trailer into the square, not your truck.
The trailer is in the square. I am in the square. The only thing is I can't find a vehicle that can hitch to it.
Use my Pacific.
Yes,
It's a tiny, it's a scout trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, the Khan doesn't have the Khan can't carry. I literally paste this in the fucking Discord.
It has a winch in the model, but you can't use it apparently.
By the way, right, just here, there's a whole bunch of concrete and steel.
We don't need any more. We just need to get this bloody.
This is literally exactly what we needed to complete this quest.
Oh god, that was stupid. I'm sure I saw them.
Pretty cat.
Brilliant. Around here somewhere. Now I'm deep in the mud.
Why don't you use Pacific, which is just down the road?
Because that's not the problem. I've got my Jerry Longhorn as well, and that can't. I can't hitch with it. That
What's it saying? Is it just snapping when you try?
No, I can winch on it.
Yeah, and then when you select attach, does it attach and then immediately detach?
No, it says you must have the right hitch.
Well, then, therein lies your thing.
I know. That's why I'm saying.
Is it?
I don't have the right vehicle.
Reverse. Wow.
Now I've seen it. This is it. Driving the. It's easier to drive the Marshall over the rock and mud and water than it is to drive down the main road. Yes, the Derry Longhorn.
Nope, wrong way. Shit. I haven't stalled
anyway,
it.
On the plus side, I might be able to go across this ford, which looks suspiciously man-made. Anyway, and go and get that tiger. Where are you?
Don't ask.
There where he is, and I'm almost there.
What? There you are.
Aren't I?
You're nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, on my screen you're all the way
But
down
you went over there. I thought you found the other upgrade location.
No. Did you put special cargo on my White Western Star? No, you didn't.
Not yet. Getting there.
That's okay. Right, so let me try, Rob. So what are we trying to pull across? The Derry Longhorn. Are you trying to move? Well,
see that trailer full of metal beams?
The scout trailer full of metal beams.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't have any scouts in this level.
No, I do.
No, you don't. You have a Khan, which is not a scout.
I know. Anyway, if you've got oh fuck, it's packed, so we can't unpack it to remove it.
You can. If you drive up next to it and click remove cargo, there's a little X and you have to double click it.
I don't want to remove it, we want to unpack it.
Oh.
If someone's got a crane, you can drag it off the train and stick
all
it
right.
in a different trailer.
I'll just give me 5 minutes. Time for the scout. Time for crab. Or can I bring the Hitlermobile?
Oh yeah.
No, it's awful. Oh shit.
Pink, right?
I haven't put any of my scouts in storage. So, question for the stream. Should we bring the Hitlermobile, the Chevrolet, or the Hummer? I will note, one of these vehicles is much worse than the others, and one of them is much better.
Bring the one that's not shite.
I don't think you understand how streams work, Rob. I do have 2 Chevrolets. I should probably just flog the standard one.
I do like that
Dead.
my wheels are big enough I can just drive straight over the crash barriers.
Wow. Chat had no opinion, so I will upgrade the Hummer, and I'll be along shortly.
Whoa.
Raised suspension for the Hummer is in the most bizarre place.
Alaska.
Yeah, but it's not on a map. It's on one of the hidden parts of the map that you got to drive out of your way to get at, and then it's on this little island that's really hard to get at too. It's like, ugh. Really make you work for your upgrades in Alaska.
Hey, this one changes gears. I've been in a Hummer. It's insane. It's like sitting in the living room inside that. I genuinely had to raise my voice to get my voice across the other side of the person. Like, if both of us reached out, we couldn't touch each other. That's how big this vehicle is. Like, by UK standards, they are just ridiculous.
My scout's not strong enough to turn your truck around.
There's a guy who does one of the car shows. There's a really big car meet just near me, rather weirdly, every month, like really huge, like 1,000 cars just turn up, and it's completely unorganized, and it's really cool. But he's got a modified Hummer, and it's raised, and when I say raised, and I am not exaggerating, I could drive my smart car underneath it. His wheels, the top of his wheels are at eye height.
Alright, we're loaded.
What's loaded?
Jay's truck.
So where's the shortcut?
Turn the camera around 90 degrees clockwise, and then back around.
It's there, isn't it?
No.
No? Which shortcut are you talking about?
Turn 90 degrees to the right. Stop. So there's another shortcut that's easier. The next shortcut takes you to the road rather than taking you to the mountain.
Gotcha. Alright, so I will deal with the scout trailer, so don't worry about that one for the moment. Worry about all the other things.
Probably be quicker to just go get the train, knock the scout trailer over.
No, because you won't be able. No, because you won't. No, not if it's packed in. That probably won't count. It's not physics until we're attached to it. Well, first of all, Tad's nowhere near. Secondly, I am on my way. Thirdly, headlights. I thought you were going to go and save my truck.
Oh.
That's what you said. You're like, oh, I'm nearby. Oh, you're doing special cargo still.
Yeah. Just finished.
Yeah. Well, you haven't. That's not true. 2 out of 3.
It's packed into your truck.
Well, feel free to drive it. I'm currently razzing along at maximum speed, which is 40 miles an hour. Which is about right for an American vehicle. Hey-oh! So a friend of mine's got, I think it's an 87 Camaro, and we went out in it, and it's amazing. Don't get me wrong, you've never heard something that sounds like it. It is astounding. But he went round a roundabout at, I don't know, 15 miles an hour, just tires squealing and screeching and squealing. And then we went round
That
and
thing has...
doesn't have a lot of power. It's only like 200 horsepower, but it sounds
The limited
business.
slip depth is not that great.
I'm not even sure it's got one of those, but I went round there in my smart car later on the same day at about treble the speed with silent just fine. I've mentioned it before. The
Bosch Warner? Is that right?
what is sorry?
Borg Warner.
What is?
the limited slip diff that was in that year model.
I have literally no clue. I didn't used to fix vehicles, so I don't know. All I know is
I
that
had one at one point. Same year.
we opened up the bonnet to have a look at the engine, and the engine's pretty big, don't get me wrong. And at the front of the engine is the radiator, because that's where the radiator goes. And then in front of that was 2 clear feet of space. Literally, nothing there. You could just look straight down to the road, there's nothing there. And as far as I can tell, well, I know what it was. It's just to make the vehicle look 2 feet longer. That's its only purpose. But I'm like, what's this? A crumple zone? It's hilarious. It's almost impossible to park because of this front pointy bit. Camaro. I think it's an 87. Yeah, it's blatantly that. Engine bay. It is absolutely no. I need a further back shot. Oh, no, not this far forward. Yeah, because it's like everything forwards of this bit here. Yeah, no, can't find a decent picture. I've never quite seen something so hilarious in my life, because it's just, yeah. So if you look at this here, the engine stops here. All this front bit is 2 feet of nothing. Literally, honest to God, nothing.
Yep.
I can't find any pictures.
When I took the radiator out, I stood where it was.
You could probably stand in that without taking the radiator out. I was like, what's this, Tim?
If you take out the fan, yes.
But yeah, it was obviously just to make it look a larger, more menacing car.
It's actually more for aerodynamics. That was one of the first vehicles to have a shallower slope on the windshield.
Ah, I mean, honestly, I don't know what its top speed is. I don't think it needed much aerodynamics, to be honest. Oh.
120, 130.
I rest my case.
That's the fastest I was able to get it going.
My smart car has stock 82 horsepower and can do 110. But it's only 3.5 feet. The roof is only 3.5 feet off the ground, so that helps the aerodynamics greatly. There was a local car show. They were doing a limbo competition for like the lowest car, and I just linked my car, and they were like, "Yeah, never mind, you win." Like, if you take like a super fuck's sake, if you take like a super duper lowered Mazda, it's still a good foot taller than my vehicle. Note to self: just buy an autonomous scout winch for everything.
Ah.
Do I have anything in this half of the map I can come and right my vehicle with? Oh, not the Pacific. Anything apart from that? Do any of you guys have anything parked on the on Smithfield Dam? Because I listened to Rob and took the
I've knocked
shortcut.
the metal beams off that shitty trailer, so now we can just go get the crane, pick up Adam's car.
I'm coming.
To which it's all gone wrong horribly. I'll tell you what.
I just had to ram the trailer until it rolled over.
While doing that, so you reckon I got access to another vehicle?
There is another vehicle which you
Well, let's just scroll through.
officially have access to,
it will
but
say-
I don't know how to find it.
It will say DLC at the top. So we've got Calm,
Well, I
Lieutenant
couldn't
Marshal.
find it in the
No.
list.
I want the Kolob. It's got more wheels.
Where did you roll it?
Which? The Hummer.
Yeah.
Just near the exit of Smithfield Dam.
Alright. I have to finish soon, so I'll do that.
I mean,
Sort you out.
not very far from there. That's
It
really
doesn't
nice.
matter now to bring that, because I've knocked the stuff off the trailer anyway.
True.
Tad, where's your crane?
Here at the top of the map, or the bottom of the map. I'm coming. Had to finish a quest.
Coming in your crane? Cool.
It was the only thing that picked up that special cargo.
Yeah.
You're very welcome, Jagger. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. We're here for conversation, and occasionally people telling me how to play games better. I'm trying to, by the way, when I'm not sure what to do with the vehicle, just to get it back to the petrol station, so we're not going to end up going, oh, I'll take this vehicle. I'm out of fuel.
There are several oil tankers dotted.
Yeah, but even
Island
that will
Lakes is the
eventually go
main
out.
gas station.
I'm learning my lesson, listen. First lesson, don't listen to you when it comes to matters of shortcuts. Wait, I've got my Khan just down the road from the Hummer. So I can do that. Remember, I gave up on the Khan, it wasn't very far away.
The car is great in mud and uneven terrain.
And rubbish at the... But, correct, so why give it a really high speed?
Because it can go really high speed across shit terrain.
A really high speed onto its roof.
It's easier to drive on rocks than it is to drive on a flat road.
Yeah.
Because as soon as it starts careening off to one side, it bounces off the rock and careens back. Unlike on a road, in which case it just rolls around.
Oh, there's a big no entry sign through this. Oh, no, it's just on the side of the road. Road closed. No, it isn't.
It's really weird when you get glitches in the mud. You can see through a slice of mud.
Yeah. Like I said, when the patches don't match
Full
up.
tearing.
And again.
Thank you for the follow, KitKat31337. Hey, that's my pin. Oh. I'm only joking.
He's not joking.
I am joking.
He's not joking.
Right, so yeah, the Khan is actually very close, so I'm going to get the Khan. Not drive too quickly. So nice and slowly.
Rolling.
I didn't roll it. It just gently fell on its side.
Well,
Rolling insinuates it either went upside down or all the way over.
If it's at 89 degrees, it hasn't rolling over.
Well, unfortunately, it's at 91 degrees because I can't activate the engine.
Oh.
So I guess high gear, it's not faster than automatic. It's just like a fixed maximum speed that's not crap.
I believe you are correct.
I think it's the difference.
Is what, sorry?
It's fuel efficient.
Oh, well, yeah, because it's higher ratio, lower ratio. Lower ratio? Lower ratio.
Wait, where am I going? Oh, you go over there.
I don't know what's going on anymore. I've just lost track. It's all just gone terribly to pot last night. Plan was to go to the new area and explore it, but that hasn't been released yet. So then it was just all terrible.
USAC's getting the 4-minute trailer. Was whereby you crashed the Royal.
I did not crash the Royal. I gently fell over to the side. Damn, didn't roll
Wedged
it.
it in a bunch of rocks.
Did not. It's not wedged. It could be wiggled. I won't have you use such pejorative language about my driving, I tell you.
It's all reserved for my driving. I understand.
Yeah, but you deserve it. You just rolled all the way down that cliff while I watched in just horror. Yeah.
Started to suss out this physics engine a little more.
Well, when
Why
you
is there just carnage around here?
when you pull away, watch this. It just goes. It just like lurches off. But yeah, I'm actually using high gear. Okay, so it's fine. I've got the Hummer. All absolutely fine. The Khan's got a winch, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Incidentally, Tad is still not in my game. Apparently.
I don't see either of you on the little icons at the bottom. Doesn't show either of you,
Bizarre,
but you're on the
isn't it?
map,
You're
so that
being-
makes no sense.
Yeah. I've seen you drive past several times. I'm definitely there.
So I'm like, why are you not showing me that there's clearly other players that I'm interacting with?
It's strange that DJ doesn't see. It's one thing
As the
I don't know.
server, yeah, you think that that would have been. All right. Well, I don't need this vehicle. I'll bring it anyway.
I'll come to the conclusion that this server kind of exists at a different plane.
I don't think it's really client server. I think it's very, very peer-to-peer. I don't know why you would ever write code like that. I mean, it doesn't necessarily all have to route via a central machine, but doing peer-to-peer just leads to all sorts of weird issues and these things. And just don't do it. Have one person in charge, and they get to dictate what's going on to every other client. Even if it's just like authoritative peer-to-peer.
Because it is very confusing when I see it's co-op and it's like, whose game do you want to join? Max's or DJ?
Oh, really? That's interesting. Who did you
And
join?
you've both got 3 players in your game because it's the same game.
Out of curiosity, which one did you join?
I think I chose Max's.
I wonder if that may actually be a bug that you have managed to make happen. How do I turn on the stereo? What's 60 Fahrenheit in real money? Because this is cold. That's a really cold setup for the
That would be.
That is insanely cold.
22.3.
22. Yeah, that's quite cold to have your AC at night in Michigan.
I was going to say maybe it's some
No, it literally says F next to it.
Somewhere in the mid
Well, if it
20s.
was 60 centigrade, that'd be weird.
Yeah, okay. At least the Humber's got. It's fairly good actually. Fairly good centre of gravity. Very decent amount of wallop. Little bit bouncy. Little bit prone to understeer.
Fuel temperature, 80.
80 litres, yeah. I'm quite surprised they don't just give these vehicles a top speed of 70 or whatever, like an actual top speed, like an actual Hummer, and just go, don't use it. Like, you shouldn't, don't.
They're going to get complaining in the forums.
Well, I can't drive my vehicle at top speed off-road.
Yep.
Whoa.
Right, so have we fixed the bridge yet? I guess not, because we haven't had a close.
It's going now. A second.
Well, in that case, I'll park this Hummer. Oh dear. See, in real life, it wouldn't have done that because it would have just ripped the body panel off. But in physics, you don't tend to have much soft bodiness, so you just end up with stuff bouncing because it can't
I
actually
think I
break.
just brought the wrong cargo.
Brought the wrong concrete blocks, didn't you?
Right, Tad, why don't you
I've
go
got
down
concrete slabs, not blocks.
save my royal because that definitely has
Doing
the
that
stuff
now.
there. Okay.
Yeah, right. I'm going to dump your cargo there and say goodnight because also I have no fuel, so I'm not going anywhere else.
Oh wait, that is the one that you grabbed from there.
Passed by a fuel container.
Yeah, I know. I realised I can be asked to reverse turn.
Alrighty, well, I guess you won't be here tomorrow. Tomorrow it should be Ashes in the Air. I will continue to get X-Wing Alliance done, but we're going to need to absolutely get that done in advance because it's complex. Incidentally, on Facebook, by the way, the thumbnail is of a truck on its side.
Nice.
Yes. Pay money for that.
For what, sorry?
Facebook.
No, I actually to my personal Facebook, you see.
Right. Well, have a good evening.
Would it?
Good evening.
Bye.
He's gone.
I really wish that I could view your truck.
Why can't you have a passenger seat option?
That would be even better than the idea I had. Unfortunately,
These trucks have a second seat, except like 1 or 2. Even then, they've got ride-along seats.
So Rob, unfortunately, took the trailer I was suggesting we use. So we need to work out how to fix 10 huts. If I just select 10 hut and say track, that should tell us where to. Nowhere on this level is the answer.
It's concrete blocks, and those are exotic.
Well, there were some, but I don't know what's happened to them.
Oh, we had concrete slabs. The first half is separate from the second half.
No, we've got metal beam on that truck, on that trailer there.
Yeah, the metal beam was needed for both halves.
Should I carry on and try and do mud wrestling, do you reckon?
Which one's that one?
There's a quest. I wasn't going around because I'm an idiot. I was actually trying to do something specific. I was just a little bit
Yeah, I
enthusiastic.
tried doing that.
I think you're supposed to do it with a scout rather than what I just did, you say.
So you 100% are, but pulling the scout that's back there out with another scout is tricky. So you're doing yourself a favor getting it up there, but you're going to have to figure out a different way back.
So we can do the metal beams then. There are metal beams by 10 hut.
Well, beam's already done.
No, they're... okay. So if you just change your map to the other one, it will and track this quest. It will show a little up arrow if you can get that item from that thing.
I wish they color coded that.
No. If it has a yellow if it has a yellow upward facing
A
arrow,
couple times.
if it has a yellow upward facing arrow, it means this is the resources you need to complete this quest. If it has a yellow down facing arrow, it's where you deliver those to. So you can quickly see there is nowhere on this level that will deliver us concrete blocks.
Comes and bites us in the butt in Alaska. The fact that they're not color coordinated.
Right, but you can see on this quest quickly, just from the map, what you have access to. So long as you're tracking it.
It's at the warehouse, 6 feet from the gate.
Well, I did see that earlier, but I didn't grab it. Well, they really wanted you to use a scout.
Did you have a
tractor.
trailer?
There is a there's a sideboard trailer right there, I think. Side skirt trailer. I still don't think this is the right truck for this, by the way.
Yeah, we have a pile of trailers over there. We have a literal pile of trailers by the bridge.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's
Funnily enough, it's how my single player turned out too.
honestly, Esmir, this is an RPG. Oh, brave stranger, help me, for my truck is stuck in the mud and you must save. Okay. Ah, brave warrior, you must help us build a bridge to our medieval village. It's absolutely that.
Still better than Mud Runner.
It's amazing.
Now, there is a lighthouse there. I don't think that gets me anything. So, I'm going to track mud wrestling because I believe that. Yes, if you look on the now tab, you see there's a little. In this case, it's not an up arrow; it's a magnifying glass. Show me where to get it from, and I have to deliver it where? Oh my god! I'm
Getting ready to sieve when you bring it up to that certain point.
Well,
It's gonna fall off the cliff.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if I should actually go up here and then down, because you'll have fixed the bridge by the time I get there, right?
You want me to?
Well, that's the plan.
Okay.
You're fixing the bridge. I thought that's what you were doing.
Oh, I was gonna help you let truck out the water when you dump it in there.
Ah, don't worry about that. So it's just a scout. What we need is the bridge open so we can get to the port.
There isn't any missions there.
Really?
There's one mission there. It's mostly a place to take missions too.
Okay, well, yeah, but we need to unlock it to achieve things.
There's one of the oil. Yeah, there's an the oil processing quest chain. Its Finnish quest takes there.
Uh-huh.
It's that massive trailer that you need the saddle high for. I think that trailer is massive fun, though.
Actually, let's just do a 3-point turn and then attach to this, rather than trying to do a 3-point turn with a little truck on the back. Port looks awesome, though. I'm pretty sure if we can make the physics break, we can get a boat. We can get a truck onto the boat. Alright, boys and girls, low wheel drive, and let's try and keep my. Well, that didn't last long, did it? Interesting. If I'm in low gear, I don't have as much torque as in high gear. That's not how it works. Like, if I put it in low gear, I'm just stopping. Put it to high gear,
Not really.
I'm just literally dragging the thing along whilst wheel spinning the whole way.
You're just he's bashing it into submission with sheer RPMs.
Pretty much. Just call me Jeremy Clarkson. You notice how much work I'm having to do with the mouse, by the way, on the camera. There's no way to do any camera controls on the steering wheel. So I have to use an axis, not a button. And I don't have any axes left. I just literally it's on its way. I guess it fits through the gaps.
You think that if your steering wheel had a D-pad attached, or not a D-pad, but a joystick,
Well, it's got a D-pad.
like an Xbox or something on it to control camera?
Well, no, yeah, so it's got a D-pad, and that's fine, but my D-pad announces itself as 4 buttons. It is expecting a D-pad that announces itself as 2 axes. Like, okay, but you have to support both. And there are lots of other things that expect... Basically, they expect you to either use the Logitech G29 with the H shifter, or a pad or keyboard and mouse. Oh, well, yeah, I thought that might happen. So, Tad, speaking as an engineer of vehicles, is the rubber slidier or less slidey than the metal part of a car? Less. So it's easier to drag a vehicle along if it's on its side.
It's
That's what you're
designed to
telling me. Excellent.
Oh, know what you did, and no, this game does not consider that.
Oh, it does. But you're either
It
massive.
is very rude when it comes to.
No, I'm absolutely sure the physics engine does do
It's
that.
so rude about that.
Yeah, because I've seen this. People, annoying. Fuck me. Well, that's as far as we got. I've seen annoying people,
That's why I had the
bikers on forums saying,
crane coming in for you, but
Yeah.
I turned around.
That's right. I had to lay it down. And it's like, under all circumstances, keep your motorbike upright and just brake as hard as you can. And you will hit the vehicle as you would if you laid it down, and you'll hit it at a slower speed. So that one's on its side. That one's on its side. There's a clusterfuck of trucks there. You're on your way with... Wait, I thought you said... Are you just heading back to Smithfield Dam? Why don't you just take the Hummer?
It doesn't have the trailer to carry the bricks.
I forgot what mission this is. Oh.
Going to get bricks.
Global map.
Blocks.
10 hut, start tracking, global map, Smithfield Dam. Oh, if you click on the garage, you go straight to the garage. That's a cool shortcut.
That happened to me.
I didn't want the shortcut, but cool.
It's a cool shortcut. Not useful right now, but...
So why can't I just use this truck here? So what we're going to do, everyone, is we're going to ignore Tad, because he's in some piece of shit truck, and we're going to take something with some actual speed. Look, I can go faster than him, and I've got the handbrake on still. You remember, there's no way to repair my truck here, so that was possibly not your best plan. Go gadget SSD. Why must it show the cutscene? Yeah, what about this trailer here? The one that's literally 4 feet from the entrance. Can I not take these?
It's a trailer. It does nothing.
So what?
A winch onto them.
Can I not attach this to the back of my Scout?
That specific trailer is a quest trailer.
Ugh.
It needs to go to the bottom of the mountain.
Ugh. Turn! Yeah, I've done how about turns in cars, that's not how they go. Show contest. What? Do something. Oh, deliver concrete blocks to the flooded house. That's okay, I'm not doing it, I just was curious what it was. Our curiosity, where from? Into. Yeah, fuck off. Because there's a truck here in the mud. It's an International Transstar 4070A. And I had a look at it and then I got bogged down. Possibly with the Pacific.
Yeah.
Maybe with Unlucky Fisherman.
The one in the middle of the swamp?
Yeah.
You can recover it. I've tried to recover it, and it's like, nah.
What did you try though? Because the Pacific's fucked. So
Just recover. I said it's not my truck, so bugger off.
Oh, what the? Oh wait, because Rob fixed it, didn't he? Or you did? Let's have a look.
Got fixed, yeah.
Oh yeah, I can just jump into it and recover it. Ta-da! Free truck. I'm really curious now, due to the discussion earlier, I'm really curious how... Oh, it's old Optimus Prime. I'm really curious how Virgin are claiming they don't have contention ratios. Like, I don't understand what mental gymnastics they've got to try and explain to us that, no, we don't have contention ratios.
That's a good word for that.
You have a number of customers and you have an amount of bandwidth. That number, divide one by the other, it's either greater than 1 or less than 1. There's no other option. Holy moly, look at the height of this snorkel. I could go through stuff 7 or 8 feet deep.
Take into account the exhaust does not have a snorkel.
That's fine, as long as you're blowing.
If you bog the exhaust out, you're not doing any better.
No, hold on. Have you seen how tall the exhaust is on this? Like, the snorkel doesn't go as high as the exhaust.
No.
That's crazy. I mean, the exhaust is really 8 feet tall. Yeah, we're just not earning anywhere near enough money. I mean, we're not doing enough quests, I think, is a lot of the problem. But we know that. As I said, that's like, we seem to be just like messing around, which is fine. And rolling it, which is a bit less fine.
Other than that, it's just a truck driving grind. The point, but
Yeah, I guess. Oh no, the Pacific will fix itself next time we play, won't it? The gear bug.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to keep track of the damage to the vehicle between sessions very well.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so we're just going to stop here.
I appreciate it, but it's still kind of...
trickle his way around the corner, then then maneuver his way through all of these vehicles. I noticed when you got near the vehicle, the physics turned on, the vehicle collapsed a bit. And then he will thread his way through and come and save me. I can't beat my horn. Beep.
How did you get there?
Just winch onto me and drive her away as fast as you can. I would have winched onto the back if it was me personally, but hey.
Well, we're going to try that now.
Plan B, I'll just drive the Pacific.
To be fair, you are full of fuel.
I'll drive the Pacific over, shall I?
Wait for the best.
It's alright, this thing's a monster. I'm wondering if there's been an optimization again, because
It's just pure horsepower.
every time I go near a vehicle now, it is absolutely like that. This fuel trailer, it just jiggled about when I came near it. It's very simple. Every time I go into the map, that's when you jiggle stuff. Jiggle it all then. Don't jiggle it when I'm within 30 feet because it looks shit. But if it's jiggling when I'm on the map, I can't tell. So that is when you jiggle. I'll just say jiggle one more time. I think that... Oh, the vehicle's working now. I'm into 4th gear. Unfortunately, it's so big, I can... Oh, God. So, when I'm here, it fills the road up. And when I'm here, the nose fills the screen up. So, there's pretty much no good camera angle. There isn't like an over-the-shoulder camera, sadly.
Click 1. Number 1.
Yeah. Internal, external. I need a sort of...
Take you inside, or does that push your camera a weird angle?
It just takes me on the side. It just puts me inside. There is a legacy camera which I don't have active because it's very broken.
Oh. It's a trailer camera. If you've got a trailer, it puts the camera behind the trailer for you.
But not if you're winching something, annoyingly.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. So here's the plan. Okay, low gear. Oh, the smell of the tyres and the clutch if I was actually doing this would be... Oh my god, yeah. I've burned the clutch in my Impreza plenty of times, so I'm well aware of what it would smell like, but in a truck? Hey, this truck's got a reversing beep. Awesome. This is my new favourite truck. All trucks have reversing beeps. I don't know why they don't. It doesn't matter whether it's correct or not.
Big.
So in Operation Flashpoint 2, no, Operation Flashpoint, we had a big discussion because it's a fairly realistic mil-sim game. So night vision goggles. What noise do night vision goggles make when you put them on?
None.
No, I'm sorry, you're incorrect. They sound a little bit like Iron Man's guns, or they sound a little bit like a
AMPVS 68s make no fucking sound.
Of course they fucking don't. Can you imagine? Everyone, night vision goggles on. There's a whole squadron of men in the room with me. I've just heard the night vision goggles on. But, yeah, but if you're doing, but you know what sound they make. You
Click of the plastic switch.
no matter what noise they actually make, you know what noise they make. You've seen it in every film. You know what noise a silenced weapon makes. That's the thing. And they've got that horrible thing between actual reality and
Yeah, an actual silenced weapon is kind of
Movie
like
reality.
a loud clack, like as if you smacked a ruler on a desk.
no, that goes. Pew! I've seen James Bond. I
They're
know
not
this.
silenced. They're
I know.
suppressed.
I know, but we had this discussion because in the end, I think we went with the incorrect camera flash noise. If for no other reason, we knew for a fact if we didn't, people would just report it as broken on the forums. And that's what happens. So you end up saying, here, I don't care whether or not these trucks in reality have a reversing beep or not. I don't care. They need to beep when they're reversed, because that's what trucks do. But yeah, the point we made, obviously, to the producers was, of course, night vision goggles don't make a noise, because the point is that you want to be able to see them without them knowing you're there. So they go nothing. They don't. Like, there's very few bits of equipment that actually do make a noise, and you really have to put
Actually, there is like a really tiny, soft, like muted click as you turn the thing to turn it on.
That's probably just a switch.
It's just the sound of a selector lever or dial.
Yes.
A very muted click of a selector dial.
Well, the thing is, even if you think about a real camera with a real capacitor, they're not that noisy. Like, if you sit them next to your ear, you hear it, but not any other point. I saved your vehicle's had. So it's now a mobile fuel
It's your
station.
vehicle.
No, it's your Tiger with petrol on it. Is it my Tiger with petrol on it?
Yeah, it's yours.
Ah. Oh, I was like, fuck, it's moving. What the hell's going on? No, you need to come this side of the pole. Oh, okay.
I could just bust all my suspension.
Yeah. You need a tow. Just winch onto the back of me? Or... Is your suspension already? No, you've actually broke the suspension. It's collapsed front left. You know, at the office when people glance at the camera, that's what I do to the stream. I glance at the stream like,
This guy for real?
but if it's gone midnight, I should probably stop. As I promised Esme I'll go to bed early last night, so I just did work for about 2 hours. But I actually do need to go to bed early tonight, and I actually will. So we should probably stop there as it's gone midnight, and we actually did achieve quite a mess. So next time we should probably start off by clearing up all our mess.
How horn is that?
Right, so I shall bid you all good night. The current plan is to do Aspen tomorrow, and to hopefully it won't go wrong. So we'll start off automating our aluminium and copper. Esme will bring her stuff in, we'll send it all in space, but we'll get our cosmetic unlocks. It should be quite an easy one. Our only problem has been bugs in physics. Hopefully then Tuesday will be X-Wing Alliance or balloons, because 3 of us have got balloons now. The detail on these trucks is absolutely fantastic, by the way. Every little brace and strut and tension bar and everything, absolutely superb. All apart
Look at the lifted International Scout, though, yeah, leaf springs on that are a little peculiar.
It depends if you're driving or somebody else's. I get a very simplified version of your physics. So you don't have it. Literally as I said that, your front axle did you just get out of the vehicle? Oh, wow. When you got out of the vehicle, it went from the low detail version to the high detail version. Just for your leave, can you jump back in? I don't know if you've got the stream up. Can you jump back into that vehicle you just left? I know it's slightly annoying, but can you just... Because right now I can see the front axle and I can see the prop shaft and tie bars. I'm making this up as I go along.
And...
Yeah, look, bang, simplified. Now jump into the Tiger. Bang, complex version. No way. That's really interesting. Don't know why. It's just visuals. It doesn't actually change the physics. But yeah, they are really good.
They would do the opposite.
Well, it's not simulating those things. It's simulating the wheels along straightforward physics tracks and then reverse engineering how everything should look from it. It's not actually simulating a leaf spring. Like that's not how it works. It's just a linear spring. Because a leaf spring is a linear spring, it just doesn't look like it. It's a pair of linear springs. Anyway, that's our plan for the week. As ever, it will all change rapidly, I'm sure. But we will see you all tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Thank you for seeing our failure, and then we'll see how we did tonight, Tad. I think we know the answer to this. It's just going to laugh on this screen. Ooh. Oh, we got 10,000 money.
16 kilometers.
25 kilometers. Trucks have
I
taken
got 8,000 money.
I got 10,000 money. We played a bit before you turned up.
Like an add-ons, one.
Yeah. Sweet. Hey guys, thank you for watching LockDown LAN. We are approaching number 100. We should probably organise something silly or special for that. Maybe we could play Magic the Gathering. I don't know. So yeah. Good night, guys. See you.